harvest. He missed his shine. Thought it was the day. Chicano chafo. Este es el lazo. Terapio su mija. It's a corporate day. Chicano chafo. Ramon's el guapo. He didn't plan. It's his mija's day. Chicano chafo. We love our fans. We hope you handled and put it in. ¡Vámonos! Un abrazo. Un beso. Una caricia. Una nalgadita. Pellizcones. Mordidas. Apapachos. Todos borrachos. In drums, ladies and gentlemen, Don Filemón. En el bajo, el Uñas. En producción, el Banquita Sarabia. Y en la guitarra todo romanticón, Steps. Y su servidor, con la voz bien llamativa, Ramón. We are the Home Depot Band. Para sus bailes de enamorados, give us a call. Y para any other pachanga que tengan. We could get romantic too. Estas son como el último baile, todo sudadito en la pista. Che, holding your partner como que si fuera cartoncito de cerveza, güey. Así, hángase pa' acá. Chiquito, chiquita, lo que quiera.
He said chiquito. I like that. You're being inclusive, bro.
Yeah, there we go.
Fuck yeah, it's 2022, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, hey.
Valentine's isn't just male, female. It's fucking
Lo que caiga, güey.
whatever you like.
Hey, whatever the heart wants, bro.
But what heart way? So
El corazoncito.
whatever you want,
fruncido.
whatever you want on your pecho or what?
That
was nice, way.
Yeah. This is after Valentine's show.
You know,
Es que la pinche tortuga me sacó de onda, güey.
people request that way. I love that shit. It's funny way because like we were talking about earlier how like we started this podcast. I was saying Ramon started off as a liberal, then fucking now he's getting more conservative through the 4 years, and I'm like, it's fucking guitar playing también. We're musicians. Like we start off as kids upset at the world. Fucking fuck the system. All I wanted was a Pepsi. And then the older you get what we played right now, where it's just chill. Where life happened. Fuck it. You know?
Fuck it.
I'm fucked. Fuck it.
Fucking debo como 5 personas. Que malga madre.
You changed your musical taste. It's just funny way.
Yeah, so somehow I thought this comes out on Valentine's Day, but I'm a day off.
This was your Valentine's Day song. It took you like fucking 2 hours to write.
Shut the fuck up. It didn't take me 2 hours.
Bernie, how long have we been here, way?
I felt a long way.
Are you guys fucking serious?
In the metaverse, it was 2 hours. If we were in the metaverse.
In real world, what was it? 7 minutes?
Like 7 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Thank you.
No, you did pretty good, way. I just bust your balls, bro. But you're actually pretty good at writing funny lyrics, way. You should look into that, way. A good career for you.
You know what it is, though?
This podcast doesn't pan out, bro.
Yeah, because this fucking podcast upsets everybody.
I tell you, in the time that I was off, my goal was like, okay, I'm going to write fucking rolas and everything. I have time. But dude, I think I was not in the headspace because every time it felt forced. And I was trying to like, make it funny. And then I'm like, no, it's not coming out funny. It's like, this is stupid, So I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait. Y a veces, me sentaba a hacer eso, pero no me when I force myself to do it, it doesn't come.
But that's it. That's everything, though. Man.
So right now, I'm like, you guys are like, hey, so were you going to do the same lyrics? And we're like, yeah. I'm like, no, change it up, way. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. All right, let me do it. And that moment, me salió, and it wasn't forced. It wasn't like, I guess the fact that like I had a backup because, me sale, I just go with the original lyrics.
Yeah, but I saw little gaps where you would have got stuck and we fucking came in and helped you out.
That helps out too.
So that's probably...
That corporate part?
Yeah, the corporate. Yeah, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. You do? You still?
Yeah, este año le toca a la mija. That's why I didn't plan for shit.
Like I haven't worked since October. Fuck.
Hey, mija, I haven't worked, so the burden falls on you. No, not even a burden. Pero te cae a ti the...
It's probably a burden.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
That's the first time.
Why are you speaking for her? You're such a man. She should have her own opinion.
No, because if it was a burden, she would tell me, like, you know what? It's just too much. It's not a burden.
All right, bro. I'm just...
Yeah, no. It's just...
making a...
No, because even when I plan it, it's not like, it's not a burden. It's not stressful. It's because te sale natural, way.
Yeah.
When you force it, then it does become a burden. But when it's not, and we're not actually going to celebrate on Valentine's. I have to work that day.
Oh, you do? You didn't ask for it off?
Well, that was part of the thing. When I was off at work, I lost access to a lot of sites or applications for work, and one of them was scheduling my vacation and my personal time. So cuando me tocó a mí, I got the email and I tried to go in, y no salía. I'm like, oh fuck it, so I gotta reset it. So I spent it, and I needed to go to work to reset it, and I didn't. So I missed out that day because La Raza took Monday off because of the Super Bowl.
Oh, shit.
So ya ves la cruda y todo. I wonder how it went.
What, the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because we're recording on Saturday, but, this comes out on Tuesday, so I don't know.
I don't know. I heard everybody got deported.
El pinche super tazón.
El super. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that what happened? Everybody got deported?
People getting deported and shit. But, fucking, all right, Rams.
Yeah, they won?
They played a hell of a game.
Okay, now let's do a second take. Fucking Bengals.
Fucking assholes. They won.
Fuck, I'm barely finding out who played at the Super Bowl. The Bengals and the Rams were playing?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shit.
So we got to do 2 takes, and then we'll cut in the good one.
Shout out to Bobby from Sledhammer. He's a big Rams fan.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah, I send them, I don't know if he still has it. I don't put him on the spot. I send them, when they did our show, remember? We were fucking like, damn, we didn't pay them. I felt bad. So I had you remember I used to sell shit on eBay?
Yeah.
Dude, I have in my garage where I have all kind of shit, sports shit, starter jackets and all that. So I send them like an old fucking 80s jacket of the LA Rams.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, as a thank you from us, way. It wasn't just from me. I was like, hey,
thanks, bro.
You. Yeah, bro.
Hey,
yeah, dude.
Thank you for
who
fucking...
do you think we are, way?
No. Thank you, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know he's a big Rams fan. They actually in El Paso, they have a little, he was telling me they have a little meetup where like the fan club. Yeah.
¿Qué hacen pinche barbacoa de borrego o de chivo?
¿Birria?
¿Una birria de chivo, güey, o de borrego?
I don't know, way.
Wait a minute, what's a ram? A borrego?
A borrego, no.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's a lamb.
Dude, I just,
right? Isn't it?
This is funny that you guys mentioned this because I was just blown away this whole week because I just found out that a Codorniz is a fucking quail.
Yeah.
And I just found out that it's with a C way. I used to say Codorniz with a G my whole life way. Like I would say, hey.
¿Qué no es Codorniz? ¿Es Cordoniz?
It's with a C.
Yeah,
Codorniz. Oh, shit.
I used to say Codorniz with a G.
I still say it with
I'm like, hey.
I'm not even sure I said that.
Because it's a Cornish hen.
But I used to say, hey,
Right away.
I was saying, dame una Codorniz. Like with the G as a kid, I remember las carnes asadas. The tío was always like, hey, pero what's up with the Codornizas? No, pues cállate, ve a la tienda. I just realized that they're quail, and I just realized that it's with a C, not a G, way. I was like, what the fuck, way? I was really high though, way, so it hit a little different.
Mind blown. I was like, fucking. Estabas como the little commercial con la viejita que se está cayendo en el piso holding her heart.
It's like, when you hit those glitches in the Matrix, way, and there's nobody around to like
what?
fucking.
They changed something in the Matrix.
Yeah, there's a little glitch way that I was able to like, wait, what? I didn't know it was with the fucking C, bro.
I didn't know either until now.
Did you know it was a quail?
I always thought it was a Cornish hen.
Oh shit!
But a Cornish hen and a quail are similar. It's like a chicken and a rooster.
You knew they were quails, güey?
They knew they're fucking esos pájaros, yeah.
Pero I thought que eran los pollos pequeños.
Yeah.
Right?
When I was little, yo creí le decía pollitos.
Pollitos, yeah.
I don't know like they're quails, but I know, I guess mentally I knew like It's just a bird. And then when you put it next to a quail, it's a quail.
Pobres pinches, like the quails where
I put it together.
They're like the raza where the people that are non-raza, they think everybody that speaks Spanish is Mexican. We think that all the birds are fucking chickens.
Little pollo.
That sucks, man. Shout out to all the quails out there, fucking holding the fort.
Fighting back.
Hey, stay your ground.
Trying to be
I
recognized.
hope GoFundMe doesn't take your fucking profits that I fucking donated to.
Right, where
Free the quails.
We need more quail awareness. Cornish hens too.
Yeah, that's fucking.
You know,
funny,
because
man.
imagínate que gacho que the Cornish hens get fucking thrown in with the quails too.
No, this
you're
is.
throwing.
I am. That's why. Pobrecitos.
I don't know who I was.
Hey, but how do you think the naming works, way? Like with food, way? Because the other day, way, I was fucking watching TV with my chick, way. She likes to watch that show 90 Day Fiance. Where it's like people from other countries, they have 90 days to bond with somebody to marry them.
¿Para darle papeles o qué?
Well, that's the thing is sometimes you see these guys that are like, wait, you wouldn't pull that here, wait. So what's going on here?
Is that the one where I see the meme and not to cut you off? Is that the one where there's this guy from Nigeria con una güera plumpy güera?
Yeah,
Girthy?
yeah.
Girthy güera?
Yeah.
And then he's all like, I love you.
Yeah,
no, I'm not going to do the Nigerian voice because I can't do that.
Bro. Yeah, let's not get canceled here, bro.
Para allá ibas, güey,
I
pero
know,
no te
it's like-
salió.
Let's not
I
get
cut
canceled.
myself.
Let's not get canceled. Let's not get canceled here, bro.
But he's like, I'm not going to do it, but it's because I tried.
I
No me
tried, no me
salió.
salió. So I failed.
So I
Man.
don't know if that counts, güey.
I'm sure there's somebody out there that's one day is gonna pull a 4-minute clip of us fucking saying all kind of shit.
And here's Ramon.
So let's just fuck
compilation.
my story, way. Let's
No,
just
no, 90
let's just
90 day.
apologize for that clip that's gonna be out in
You know
years.
what? Yeah, dispensing.
Sorry, guys.
Throw this clip in there too if you're gonna do that clip. All right, I was apologizing ahead of time.
No,
All right,
but
so
it-
90 day fiance.
So they were in Colombia, way, and fucking. So there was somebody was celebrating a birthday. Sacaron a birthday cake. And they referred to it as a torta, way. So I was like, wait.
Hold on.
How does this fucking naming work, dude? Like, I don't go to fucking Canada and say, let me get some spaghetti when I want fries. Like, who the fuck has the rights to it, way? And how come nobody's outraged that if Mexicans took the name from somebody else, how come nobody's upset? Like, how does this work, way? How is a birthday cake a torta, way?
Just imagine un colombiano va a México y dame una torta y le dan una. ¿Qué quiere, mi amigo? ¿De pollo, de asada? ¿De qué se la
No, pues
hacemos?
es que es cumpleaños para mi esposa. Es que estoy celebrando el día de San Valentín. Quiero una torta.
Usted quiere la torta festiva.
¿La quieres ahogada o qué?
Wow.
No, but how does that work, dude?
¿La quieres retacada o cómo está?
How does that work, though? Like, you could just fucking say, no, this is torta, bro. Like, this is different.
Wait, I don't know who has the rights. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. We call it pastel. Otros le dicen torta. Then there's another name for it.
There's a lot of names for
Yeah, and I remember growing up here, cuando íbamos, with family or parties.
Where else did you grow up?
No, well, I'm just saying growing up here in LA. That's what I meant. Cuando íbamos
So where else did you grow up?
a las fiestas, decían, hay que sacar el keiki.
Yeah, el keiki.
El keiki.
I remember that.
For the longest, I thought that was,
Pobre Ramon in English class.
Yeah. Wait, I was in class and they're like, hey, so what did you do
have
this
a torta?
weekend?
No,
I had a
keiki.
keiki.
Ramon writing
I had
his,
some keiki.
writing his fucking essay to graduate high school in English class. Okay, I had a keiki.
I was, as I'm having a keiki because we just celebrated El Sapo Verde.
Well, growing up here in LA.
Yeah, growing up
Growing
in
up
LA.
in LA, yeah. It's a little
I don't know if
different.
it's the same for different families in other states. Or
So fucking Ramon in Colombia sees a establishment that says torta. He goes in, fucking doesn't read the room. Hey, dame una de milanesa, ¿no?
pero me la ahogas, por favor, me la ahogas.
He doesn't read the room. There's a bunch of birthday cakes all over the fucking
¿Qué
place.
es bolillo, tira o fucking... Or, never mind.
Tienen el lomo.
And it's all birthday cakes.
And I'm sure lomo means something else.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Hey, somebody needs an urban dictionary where that gets you out of
Spanish for Spanish-speaking people.
Because fucking a torta can mean other things too, way. So fucking
Look, but no vamos tan lejos. Like the Salvadorians,
yeah.
right? They have quesadillas. So when you hear like, oh, me das una quesadilla or whatever, like you're thinking pinche tortilla con queso, maybe some carnita and aguacate or whatever con otra tortilla or fold it up. No, it's a bread.
It's a bread.
It's like a cornbread out of cheese.
So did we take it from them or did they?
I don't know.
Well, see, these are important fucking questions.
Yeah, the other one también is if you go to a Salvadorian restaurant and you order an ensalada, it's a drink. It's a fruit drink.
Oh, shit.
So it's like, hey, well, what can it? No, I like my, quiero una ensaladita de nopales. ¿No tienes nopales por ahí?
Ensalada. Wow. Dame una ensalada de César, ¿no?
Pobre César se la quita.
Pobre César cocinando atrás todo sudado, güey.
Hijos de su
¿Qué me habla?
Hijos de su chingada
Ahí viene tu
madre.
amigo Ramón. Ramón.
Te habló por
Dice
tu
que haces
nombre.
ensaladas, güey.
No, güey.
Ay, güey, that's funny. Yeah, it's crazy language, güey. It was just funny to me. Like, wait, that's a torta? Because my brain is like conditioned to think like a torta.
You're like fucking codornices, tortas. What is this world coming to?
Well, we're so confused, way. We just don't know what the fuck. Right? Yeah, I just thought it was funny, way. But
Fucking what was yeah? There's a lot of little shit. Fucking in Cuba, they call los camiones. No, what is it? The buses or los autocamiones. They call them guaguas.
Wawas?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Why Wawas, way?
I have no idea. Ahí va el guagua. I don't know, maybe the noise or it's shifting.
Maybe there was a fucking maybe there was a Mexicano vacationing in Cuba and he was, hey, aguas, ahí viene el tren. Aguas, güey, te va a agarrar el tren.
Aguas, el guagua.
El guagua. Oh, man, that's just funny, man. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Fucking A, yeah. So fucking you're into the mijas into the shows, huh?
No, well, just people are like very like
Okay, did they find love?
Well, it's I don't know, way. It's just kind of weird, way, because it's like I mean, obviously I'm not a scientist or I'm not fucking an expert, way, but how can you fall in love with somebody that doesn't speak your native tongue, way? Because it means like you know, being bilingual, way, you see people light up when you talk to them in their language, like. There's something about language where there's something like if you run into a paisita like in a fucking warehouse and I tell him like, and he speaks broken English and I tell him, hey, do you miss home? He's gonna be like, yeah, I miss home. But if I tell him, hey, pues, extrañas a tu casa, it automatically hits different, like because you're speaking your language. So, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't think you can't fall in love with somebody, but can you truly like deeply fall in love with somebody that doesn't speak your language?
I'm sure there's been cases of it.
It's kind of hard, way, when you really think about it, way, because some of these people, they're talking through a translator, way. It's like and then the funny thing is that these translators are in Spanish, but Spanish with a Spanish accent. So you have this person.
Does it do the
yeah, yeah. So this guy's in Colombia trying to fucking tell this chick, hey, what's up? Let's go to the hotel or whatever. And there's something Española fucking. And it's like,
¿Quieres ir al hostel?
so my point is there's a lot lost in translation, way. So yeah, you can fall in love, of course, way. But what I'm saying is like, is it really that deep fucking connection with like somebody that doesn't speak your language? I don't know, way. But it's really interesting to see how people try to make it work. Like, and then you could tell they're forcing it, way, like they're settling. There's little things that they don't like about each other, but since it's just, and it's not just the show. I guess 90 days is what you have to fucking file for a visa and the paperwork for people. So you have 90 days to like, if you've been talking to them for fucking 13 years and you want to fucking marry them, you have 90 days to like figure out, is this really the person that I want to be with? And that's kind of hard, way. You know?
Shit, güey. Ahora imagínate un chilango, que tengan un chilango. ¿Qué hubo nation? Mi mamazation. ¿Qué le está hablando?
Where'd that come from?
You know, like that was prediction.
like to fall in love with shit? Yeah.
¿Qué hubo mamazation?
Yeah, it's just funny, way. It's important to speak Spanish and properly, way, so you can communicate with some people and shit that they're used to fucking hearing, way.
I'm sure. I mean, like when I've traveled and I run into someone that speaks Spanish, or I could like, you know, kind of pick it up and I start speaking to them in Spanish, you could see that they're like their face lights up, and they're like, oh shit. So then they feel super comfortable. It's like, you know, like I know it was when we were in Greece, a cruise ship. I ran into, I think he was from South America or something. Oh, dude, that guy fucking hooked it up, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just those little things, but it's like finally someone.
Well,
Le dijo Ramón, hey, vamos por unas tortas.
Hey.
And he was like, oh, fuck yeah, güey. ¿De qué tienen? ¿De jamón? ¿Milanesa?
Oh, the red velvet way.
No, güey. Con fresa, güey. Ah, con fresa, cabrón.
But it's like if I didn't know Fernie and the way he's dressed, NASA, LA, Nikes, if I saw him in somewhere out here, he's just some dude.
Yeah.
But if I was in fucking China somewhere and I see this dude like that, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? You're from LA, bro?
No mames.
It's like,
Te voy a hablar en chino, güey. Why are you making assumptions, bro?
that's funny, yeah. That's a good point, man.
I'm offended.
The fuck,
With the
bro?
Google Translator, güey.
Yeah.
I can't be raza born in fucking China or whatever.
Yeah, the reality is you would also be stoked that you see some fucking dude that kind of looks like you.
I think you would blend in Japan, though.
Yeah, I've gotten that before.
Yeah.
Filipino, Japanese. Well, if you see my uncle way, my dad's brother, you would swear he's fucking like Japanese way. Like they have that. And I never, fucking our parents way. They don't keep up with fucking the archives of family history.
What does the spectrum say? What does your list say that in Asian?
¿Cuánto?
¿Cuánto, güey? 0.08?
I don't know where my phone.
Wow, how soon you forget, bro? How soon you forget your heritage?
Hey, bro, I use it to my advantage. When I'm ready to talk shit, I make sure that I can.
No, porque even back to my fucking one story that fits in right here, güey. The one fucking we went to Ihop and the primo tenía de visitante aquí del DF su little Japanese friend, güey, but he's chilango, güey, but he's from Japanese heritage, güey. We're at IHOP and me and the primo used to go fucking write shit and figure shit out, in the middle of the night at IHOP. It was open 24 hours. Llegamos, pinche mesero. ¿Qué pasó, cabrones? Che, no, qué pedo, bla, bla, bla. De lo mismo, güey, un café en eso, tú unos pinche short stack en eso, órale. No, chido. So, sir, what can I get you? Le dice el pinche su compa. El vato le dice, hey, ¿qué me dices? ¿Quiere mi orden? Y el vato's like, oh shit, the dude went into shock. He's like, oh shit, ¿hablas español?
Yeah.
Pues sí, nomás español o en inglés. No,
That's awesome,
inglés.
man. I love that shit.
So you can't assume, güey.
Dude, we fucking were chatting it up out here a few months back, a year or two ago, and we thought they were Europeans.
They were German. Yeah, we thought, they were Europeans.
We thought they were from Europe, and then turns out they're from, well, yeah, obviously Mexico has a lot of different cultures, but we literally didn't think that they were going to speak Spanish.
No, eran chilangos.
But we saw them with the broken English. And well, Europeans, where they're trying to figure it out. No, but that's because they speak Spanish. Right?
Yeah, they
It's just
broken
funny.
Spanish. And over here, we're like, oh, yeah. And then I'm like, hey, so where are you guys from? Oh, Mexico. Fuck for Esteban. I just look at Esteban, and Esteban's got his pipe at the time. He's all like, oh, shit.
Puro pedo.
¿Entonces hablan español? Sí, cómo no. Hablamos, es lo que hablamos y que la chingada. Oh, shit.
But see how people light up when you speak their language.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's lost in translation. Where
I still get shocked, like when, you see somebody like if you see somebody you think they're European or white, or even you think that they're black or Asian and they speak Spanish, like, what the fuck? Me saca de onda a mí todavía.
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty crazy to see, way. But that like when we were in Peru, where a bunch of Japanese people, like from Japanese heritage, were in Peru. También, remember?
Yeah.
And it's like, because your mind, it's like a shift where that your mind doesn't know what to do with, because you're like, you're judging this person like based on what they look, that they should speak a certain way, and then when they don't, you're like, oh shit. It's like that glitch in the Matrix that we were talking about.
I know.
Like, what the fuck?
Wait.
What? And then they seem super fucking interesting at that point.
That wasn't interesting because we got that a lot when we started speaking Spanish. I'm like, oh, ¿dónde son? And like Mexicanos, like, oh shit. So that was.
Yeah, they weren't shocked.
They were shocked. They were shocked.
We were pensamos que eras hawaiano.
Yeah.
How bad. How bad.
Ya llegó el cabrón del arcoíris. Dude, I've been listening to the jam. It's a fucking beautiful jam.
You listen to that song?
Yeah, they played it the other day. I think they were talking about it was his birthday or something.
Yeah,
not too long ago.
Yeah, remember I brought him up too, because he was all over the place.
The one take wonder, they said Fernie.
Yeah,
One take,
15
bro.
minutes.
That's amazing way that he's able to do
Nosotros
that.
los gorditos, mira, fuck on the crunch,
Way
güey.
taking credit.
I know, right? All the gorditos are created equal, he says.
Nosotros los gorditos, dije.
He says we get
No
together on
todos
the
los
weekends.
gorditos.
Pues, what do you mean nosotros los gorditos?
No,
That's the whole community, way. Ramon fucking, remember last time we were fucking saying our goodbyes out here? He said he's part of the, should I even say it, way?
What did I say?
Shit.
that you were part of the black community because you live in South Central. I'm like, dude, that doesn't work like that.
I'm surrounded.
But that doesn't make you part of the black community, bro.
Wow.
He said that thing. He's like, because we're like, hey, Ramon, maybe you shouldn't.
Because it wasn't because of the black voice.
Maybe you shouldn't do that black interpretation.
Man, fuck that shit.
Fuck that. I'm part of the community. He's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude. He's like,
wow.
He's like, I'm from South Central, bro. I'm part of the community. I'm like, wait, that's not how this works, bro. That's not how.
¿Quieres jugarte la vida por ella, galán?
Dude, no sé por qué me salió esa madre.
Dude, you're just second nature, bro.
Fuck, I gotta work on that.
Yeah, you gotta work on a lot of things, bro. Like
I
we all do.
didn't think that would like upset people or like it would like bring up.
What, making fun of like a
No, I'm not making fun. Like I was saying, it's like my whole thing is like if I'm telling a story, like has nobody ever when you were little read you a story and every time a certain character came on they changed the voice?
Yeah.
That's how I do it. Like if I'm telling a story, I change the voice according
just assumes they're all black.
No, not all black.
Like,
if there is
so
someone
if you're trying to make fun of something, you'll be like, hey, so that guy said, what are you doing with that? Like shit like that.
Yeah.
So you go to a black voice when
No. But it depends on like if it, depending who I'm talking to, like or the person, then I'll change it to that. But not everybody's a black voice.
I know we did I know we did a feature-proof apology, but I want to make a now in the present apology.
There was this thing that I saw that was circulating about this actress. I guess her name's Aquafina. Did you guys hear about that?
The Asian. I haven't heard the story though. But what is it?
Well, she's from New York, and
oh my God.
they were saying that she's what was the proper word way? They're basically saying that she sounds black. And that's not cool because she's Asian. She just sounds Asian. But she's from the Bronx way.
She's supposed to sound that way.
Like, I mean, and then so that was the argument. It's like, what do you mean like she sounds black? Like, how are you? Like, so it was a good discussion way. So it's like, what is it though? Is it like just the surroundings? Like, she's not doing it because she's trying to like be cool in a sense. She's doing it because that's how she learned how to talk. Like, or that was what was happening around her. But
that was her surrounding.
They were trying to say that she shouldn't talk black. She should talk more Asian because she's Asian.
Oh shit!
And she's from the Bronx, so she was like, it's just like this whole thing that was happening. They were piggybacking on this whole Rogan shit that everybody was fucking has me tired about. With that way, so I thought it was kind of interesting. No, like how does that work, bro? Like,
well, I mean, have you seen her stuff?
You seen her?
Yeah, I've seen her in movies.
She's done a lot of stuff.
I mean, pero
she's a comedian, and I didn't really care for her because she's just too eccentric. But where it kind of like I started seeing her like acting, that I'm like, oh shit, she's actually funny and she was good in this. Was the Marvel one, the Shang-Chi? Mm-hmm. She came out in it, and dude, she had me laughing.
Shang-Chi? How is Shang-Chi? No. How is she talking like that?
Well, no, yeah, because they're in New York, they're in the hood or whatever, but they also talk about like she does like even in the movie she's like she doesn't speak Chinese, I think it is. I think she's Chinese. She
Mandarin
plays,
or whatever. No,
yeah, she doesn't speak Mandarin.
Yeah, it's Mandarin.
No, but I think she's Chinese though. Like,
there's different shit. But I think
but the main dialect is Mandarin.
Yeah. So in the movie she doesn't speak it, and she and she mentions it like, yeah, I didn't grow up fucking speaking Mandarin or anything. And like, her whole thing is like she's just wild and eccentric. She's fucking. That's her personality.
Don't you think it's a little racist to say you should sound Asian?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, you can see both sides of the argument. Where
I mean, like, that's está medio culero.
It's yeah.
No, because I mean, you said depends who you say that to. No, like what does that person mean? Because you tell that they imagine that only that. Into sounding más culé, like the person, the immigrant or whatever, the Chinese immigrant post at like a restaurant or something,
Yeah.
That fucking typical trope. Is that what you mean it's supposed to be sound like? Or I don't know.
Like Bobby Lee kind of shit? Like how Bobby Lee does like the...
he does that the voice.
Yeah, like that. Is that what they're expecting for her to
I don't
sound
understand.
like?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
But it's one of those things where I've heard the black community say, and they have a point where like you want to act black, but you don't want to deal with black issues. And I get you're like she's not gonna. Maybe if she's walking down New York, the cops aren't gonna really harass her as much. Yeah. But that is not saying that she hasn't struggled like in that community, right? We can't say that she's still a minority way, and it's still one of those cultures that's kind of nobody really like, it's the Asians, man. Like a lot of people are like, you know, let's be real. This isn't my opinion, but a lot of people are like, they're just hardworking people. They have all these fucking generalizations about them.
That they're smart, that they're hardworking, and there's other ones, but we're just gonna go with the positive ones.
I mean, Jesus Christ, bro.
There's a lot of we in that sentence.
No, I would just go with the positive ones because
Dude, this fucking guy.
I'm sorry.
When we started this podcast, Fernando, I'm like, I'm gonna be the one that if we get canceled, there's something that I'm gonna say that's gonna fucking piss somebody off. And as we've been going through this podcast, way, I'm starting to think that
It's gonna be me.
This is a fucking guy that's gonna get us canceled, dude.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude?
I have no idea.
You're fucking going backwards, way.
He's turning into mini Chicano, remember?
You're definitely becoming more conservative, bro, as you're getting closer to your 50s.
No. I'm not
Mini Chicano in effect.
conservative. I'm not conservative.
I mean, that was kind of a tricky one for me. As I saw as part of none of those communities, I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, I see both sides of it. It's kind of a tricky one. Like how, as somebody that grew up in the hood, way, it's like, how do you not sound like your surroundings, like
Your environment.
yeah, like I don't think we think about it. Where like I don't remember growing up thinking like I want to talk like them or I want to talk like those guys over there. Or I don't remember having those thoughts. Where I just remembered trying to fit in and talking the way that who I wanted to fit in was talking. Where it really didn't have anything about like I want to be like them. I just wanted to fit in, right?
But I mean, I think people should understand. I mean, it's pretty obvious, no? Like you we're like sponges sometimes, no? Like fucking, you pick up people's, like if you hang out with fucking policy, even as us, pues Latinos, if we had like some Irish friend around us all the time, we would pick up a little bit of that Irishness, no, that little whatever that is también, or you pick up like what's around you the way. So it's hard to say like, hey, you're supposed to sound like this.
But we do it to fit in, no way? I mean, a lot of it is to fit in. Like we want to be accepted by our community or have a community around us.
I mean, you do it unconsciously, yeah.
Yeah, that's the word way.
And it comes up because Freddie and I started working somewhere else, and there was Armenians and we had Italians. So depending who I was working, Italians. I said Italians.
Okay,
I know you're just adding to it, cabrón.
Italians.
I ties. No.
Wait.
Jesus Christ.
You have to add to it, wait.
Fucking damn it.
Do you realize that this is public, right, bro? We're recording.
I know. Fuck.
Jesus.
Okay, so working in that.
Hey, did you know that RSVP is French? The reservation, that's a French thing, RSVP. So you don't like fucking French. And I remember you on Facebook would always say, RSVP my shit.
RSVP. RSVP. I thought it was reservation, but I always wonder what's the P for.
Well,
Because it's not a reservation.
I don't know at the top of my head, but I know it's fucking comes from a French thing.
Oh, you learned something new.
There you go, bro. So I want you to embrace the French a little bit more, way, because I don't like the way you're really judging.
No.
He enjoys his French fries.
Ya pasó todo eso.
Nah, he still calls them freedom fries, way.
Still calls them freedom fries.
Because he was born on the fucking 200th anniversary, bro. What the fuck is your problem?
Bicentennial, baby.
These are freedom fries, way. What the fuck?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, eh? So, I remember when I was working there, hay a veces que se te pegan, like, you know, we had Armenians, we have the Italians, and then we had, what else did we have? Fuck, y se te pega, like, the fucking accents, or yeah, we had, so some of those accents, somewhere that they speak, se te pega, so then we had Filipinos too. So when you're working with them and shit,
sounds like a fun fucking group, boy.
dude, it was fun. El desmadre estuvo chingón. The pranks were fucking funny. The carrilla was like, if you cannot handle carrilla, it should not be there.
Shit, people talk about the Super Bowl in Englewood, way. I had a Filipino friend that would have fucking gallo fights in Englewood, way. He would invite me to go over, and I was like, nah, bro, I don't know, man. Nah, what about the cops? Nah, the neighbors don't say shit, bro. I have fucking them locked up, and I have a fucking spotter that if the cops come, we put everything fucking away, and nothing happened here.
The way it should be.
Hey, you're gonna roll through the Super Pollón?
During the halftime show, we're gonna have el fucking.
Hey, can I show him my Codorniz or what?
My quail.
He's a mean little fucker.
He's been through some shit. He's got some grit.
Don't
got
let
some
the size
anger
throw
issues,
you
güey.
up.
Yeah, because of what?
He's got some anger issues for being confused.
Yeah, he hates chicken. He hates chickens, and then fucking gallos are close enough, he says.
He gets categorized.
Sorry,
with
bro. I didn't mean to like.
No,
take this
no,
on.
no. So yeah, so sí pasaba. So se te pega some of the accents or some of the lingo.
Yeah, for sure, güey. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, güey. We're little esponjitas, güey.
It's like the jugadores that go to play in pinche Inglaterra de México. Llegan al DF with their fucking English accents and shit.
Oh, los españoles también.
También los españoles,
Yeah,
yeah.
fucking. What was it? Rafa Marquez got shit because he was doing the. I'm like, really? Ay, Dios mío.
Ramon is talking
I'm
about
like,
himself.
really? Really?
Dude, I would fucking love Ramon to live in Spain for 2 years, and then we see him back, and he's like,
Hola, Godínez. ¿Cómo se encuentran ahora? Vale, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde está la paella?
God, dude, that shit will be funny, bro.
¿No van a servir postre con esto?
Vosotros no sirven postre.
Vosotros aquí los podcasters.
Ese tío.
Oye, tío.
I'm sure that's racist too. We're shitting on Spanish, right? Spanish speaking community. Or the
except
Spanish.
Hijo de polla.
Jesus Christ. No, dude, I would pay for that shit, Fernie. Let's start a Patreon.
Start a GoFundMe.
Send this guy 2 years, wait. 2 years to Spain. Everything paid. Just for the sake of the show, he comes back. We start where we left off. And he has a Spanish accent, where and we can shit on him more.
We'll pause for 2 years.
Oh, God. Can you imagine him doing?
Then we play back all his old comments.
A ver, Fernie, ponle la rola. Do it in a Spanish accent. This is us back. Ramon's first day back. 2 years in Spain, and here we go. Yeah, it's good to see you back, bro.
Oh, gracias. Chicanos shuffle, toman dos chelas, chingando paella,
Como héroes, güey.
having some fun.
Como héroes, güey.
Ya no me salió,
Oh,
güey.
shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he needs 2 more years, güey.
Yeah,
Send him
no,
back.
this is improvised.
Send him back, bro. He
Yeah.
still doesn't. He's not there yet.
not ready,
Entre
güey.
dos tierras estás
Ahora
y
sí,
no
güey.
dejas
Ahora sí, ay, güey.
Ya
Fucking
paró
lit
la
up.
música, güey.
He lit up. Look at him. Oh, shit. He started a fucking Edo his cover band in Spain to pay the bills.
Yeah, Pato's all paid, güey. All expenses paid.
Enrique Bombón. ¿Cuál pinche Dumburi, güey? El pinche Bombón.
Enrique Bombón.
Y
¿Cómo
sus
están
papayas.
todos? ¿Cómo están todos los fans allá?
Dude, let's do this, bro. 2 years, güey. Fucking, it would be an awesome podcast, bro.
I'm telling you, then we play back all his clips of all the shit he talked.
Oh, suado medio ignorante en eso, ¿no?
Oye, tío.
Oye,
Ese
vos.
tío. Ese tío. Oh, man, that shit would be funny, bro. I
Oh,
would pay
shit.
for that shit, güey. Fucking, or where do you want to go, Dave? What kind of accent you want? We'll fucking sing
We'll do
2 years.
for scientific research. We'll go send me to Spain,
Yeah, I think the Spanish
This
fucking
would be
list,
hilarious,
that would be fucking dope, dude.
and then you can send me to Hawaii after that.
Hey, just imagine the fucking, we come back, Ramon's gone for 2 years, we come back, fucking people find this podcast. Oh, Chicano Show, let's see what the Chicanos have to say. You hear this fucking guy?
Chicano Shuffle y el español.
Ay, güey.
Oh shit!
That shit will be fucking funny, bro.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
it happens, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Conocemos,
Filipinos are a fun way. You know, I never was down to go to the fucking gallo fights way, but ese pinche se llamaba Elaine, güey. Shout out
¿Cómo?
to Elaine. Elaine, that was his name.
Elaine?
Yeah. Elaine.
That must have been confusing when he applied for anything, no?
I don't know, way maybe.
What was his last name? Do you remember?
I don't remember, way. I don't want
Let's
to
just
put him
say-
on blast.
Let's just say Pineda.
Ese
Elaine
güey,
Pineda.
ese güey fucking Elaine, bro. He was hard to be around there because you're gonna laugh, way, because you know we were working at the airport. Way he was one of the guys that worked for the store we were servicing. And there's a lot of beautiful women at the airport, dude. Like, fuck, dude. Famous people, just, you know. So he'd be shooting the shit, and he would be any fucking female that was like a semi-attractive, whatever. I should say any female that passed by, this dude would be all over her. But the thing is that he wouldn't be discreet about it. Like, he wouldn't be like, hey, wait, look, you know, and you would be like, oh shit. He would go, and you would be like, so when he did that, you knew there was somebody around, way.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, you're out of control, way. He operated with a different fucking mindset, way. Which I like people like that, way, that don't give a fuck about anything, way.
He's on another level, way. No,
He's on another level, way.
That's on a
Hey, when you're in the
criminal level.
gallo scene, bro, you can't give a fuck.
Dude.
Well, he was on a criminal level.
I know, that's a little cringe. That's a little cringy, bro. That's
I'm sure,
borderline.
I wonder how he handled his neighbors. Way.
I know. He had everybody fucking working for him where nobody would say anything. Could you imagine those gallos, way? Like he said he had, I remember him telling me he had like a few in cages. So imagine them in the morning, way. Oh, great.
Yeah. Y luego, pues un gallo trying to outdo the other one.
Ah, shit, bro.
Fuck.
That's Englewood, man. It's Englewood for you. Now I heard it's changed, right? I haven't been in Englewood in a while, but I guess everybody's upset. We talked about it, right?
Now they got a stadium, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, está cabrón, güey.
Yeah, fucking. I'm avoiding it. I might have to go though later on today. Oh no, on Saturday. So trying to see if I could catch Costco before it gets.
Oh.
I don't know how the streets are, so
There's other Costco's, way.
actually, yeah, I should just when I drop
There's
off.
like a chingo of Costco's, way.
It's because it's like 10 minutes away from my house, so I'm thinking I'm at my house. But maybe when I drop off Fernie, there's
Costco's by him, no?
Yeah,
But there's Costco's everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Way.
yeah, but for me, that one's the closest one.
Well,
if not, I
is
could
it-
have to go to the
Is it
one.
the closest the day before Super Bowl?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna go to Englewood.
Like you think about it wrong, way.
You know what? Now I realize it's because the Rams are playing. Because I was like, dude, everybody's talking about the Super Bowl all of a sudden, but it's because the home team is playing, right?
Well, I mean, it's because it's here, way. I mean, yeah, I think even more so because it's the Rams, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's if the event's here in your town, way.
Yeah, that's true.
Something like that. Like if it was the Olympics here, we'd fucking.
Yeah.
You know what threw me
whatever,
off?
The World Cup, whatever it is, people would be talking about it. Be fucking.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I'm like, fuck, everybody's talking about the Super Bowl all of a sudden.
Because it affects us, como este way. Like he has to. Oh, do I want to go to that Costco?
Yeah. So last week, and I had
First
no
world
idea.
problems.
Last
I know,
week,
right
I had
away.
no idea, but se me hizo raro because I saw a lot of fucking, a lot of out of state plates by my hood. And they were like, fucking Wyoming. They were like every kinds of shit. And I noticed there was traffic right there by the Coliseum. So then the mija told me like, oh yeah, they're doing some sort of racing qualifying. That they on the field of the track of the Coliseum,
Yeah.
they paved it. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. And then when I start looking around and I see que están todos los pinches camiones, it was NASCAR.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of NASCAR fans around there, which threw me off. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You see a lot of the camouflage clothes.
Right away, judgment to remorse.
I saw a lot of the jackets, the
Jesus
colorful
Christ.
jackets with the racing numbers on
I
it.
saw a bunch of monster trucks.
You don't see that, especially around that neighborhood. You don't see that.
No, you're right, bro. I mean, I'm in Orange County a lot, and the Angel Stadium has a lot of shit, man. They're always doing shit in the parking lots with like Monster energy drinks. They're always sponsoring, like, I always see them fucking making like dirt ramps and shit over there. So, yeah, you're right, güey. It's not really an LA thing. Pero pues es que hay un chingo de feria en esa madre, güey. Like, as a city, if you're like, if you're politically leaning more left, I don't know if it's in your best interest to be like, we don't want that kind of shit in our neighborhood, because there's a lot of money in that way. And then it's crazy because like I would see like Staples Center stuff. Not that country artists don't play there, or maybe I just never noticed, way. But I noticed that at Honda Stadium, there's always like country bands like so and so Brothers Osborne or some shit. They're playing here.
Allman Brothers or
Fuck, I would love to see the Allman Brothers. Way.
Yeah, right.
The reunion?
Well, Dwayne Allman's not there
But
anymore.
I don't know if it's like a left thing. I think it's just fucking. Sometimes they figure
the demographic, right?
the crowd fucking is. I mean, you're bringing one crowd to another crowd type of shit,
Yeah.
cause problems type of shit. But I don't know, way. I don't know if it's a.
Yeah, so that one must have been because ya ves que right there, especially around my neighborhood, like the stadium is the Bank of California, and then you got the Coliseum. So whenever there's events like USC
USC. These little
yeah, USC.
He said it earlier too. I fucking hate USC. I'm like, all right, bro, I didn't know you were a Bruins.
UFC.
But he meant UFC.
I don't like UFC. I don't care. I don't care
No,
for
but you
UFC.
say USC.
Yeah,
I'm like,
USC.
what the fuck?
Hey, nada que ver.
It's the hood in me, bro.
He doesn't like that. Weren't they like the ones that the chick from Full House was fucking paying and getting her kids in? It was USC, right?
Yeah, it was USC. So whenever they have the games for USC, whenever they have when they used to have the Rams play there or anything. The parking around there, especially in those houses, they were making money. So I was wondering, I'm like, how did this work
How
out?
I get in on this?
Well, you have to have a house there.
No, I'm just
You just put you have somebody with
you
a
were wondering.
sign. Hey, park.
No. What I was wondering is that, like, how did it go with the NASCAR crowd? Because I mean, are they gonna feel comfortable parking their car, and freaking
You remember that Malcolm in the Middle dude, Frankie?
Yeah,
the kid.
Chaparrito.
Yeah,
Frankie Nunez?
That dude fucking bought a few lots in downtown LA, and he said, "This is all gonna be parking lots," and he made a fucking killing, bro, just in parking lots.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to have fucking. You just have one staff fucking running it. Maybe invest in machines where they can pay, whatever. But it's a good business, dude, to just have little parking lots. And it's fucking, you don't have to worry about having an inspector come and fucking see if you build this properly. If it's a restaurant, you don't have to worry about the health department. It's just a fucking parking lot, dude.
Yeah, you don't have people complaining that their doorbell doesn't ring. Or
Imagine if you if you own the parking lot by these stadiums, dude, you would fucking love it, bro.
fuck yeah.
You'd be like, hey, NASCAR, everybody, hey, fuck it, come on.
Cáigale, me vale madre. Aquí the only color I see is green.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right? Like,
That's what everybody sees, though. Way it's all green.
I know,
bro.
but this guy was trying to make it a race war.
No.
right there,
What I'm
way.
saying is, like, I wonder how that would be because it's a Latino and a black community right there.
But you don't think it's like for people that are from like what plates did you say they were?
I saw Wyoming.
Okay, so you don't think people from Wyoming are like, hey, let's see what's up with South Central. Everybody says it's crazy. Let's drive around. You don't think a lot of it is that?
I don't know.
I mean, you got to think like we're like in LA, bro. So we don't know what other people think about the city, really, if you don't talk to them. But you got to think that the way we fucking some people when they travel somewhere, you know, like they'll look like, is it dangerous over there? So they'll start looking crime. If I'm going to fucking London, there's people that look up London.
¿Cómo está en Madrid, güey? That's what we need to know.
I need to know cómo está. I mean, am I gonna stay in Madrid, in Barcelona? Where are we looking at?
So look up, is it safe to travel to LA? And look at all the shit that you're gonna be like, what? That doesn't happen here. But then you're like, well, maybe it does. I'm just not exposed to it.
I just walk by it.
I drive by it a lot. The Millennium Falcon is looking sweet.
El pinche.
Yeah, the George Lucas museum. Dude, that motherfucker it's starting to they're shaping it up. You can see the little angles. Like, oh, fuck yeah.
Shit, I didn't even know that's happening. What is that?
Ramon just sees fucking kachings.
Yeah, I don't know why you're even complaining about shit.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Every time he sees
He's like,
traffic,
that shit's looking fucking.
yeah, he goes, he refreshes Zillow fucking to his house on the spot. The way I go on Bitcoin,
every week it goes up 15 grand.
the way I look at my Bitcoin account like fucking 50 times a day, this guy's. Oh, my house went up $2,000 right now. Oh shit! Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, it's the notification way.
Like, Esteban's all like, oh, someone got paid. Nah, it's just
Bro, my house went up $5,000 right now, bro. Oh
I
shit!
have the notification set for every $5,000.
It just went off like 3 times right now.
You're
That's
making a
right.
killing, bro. Fuck yeah! Hey, see, pega the gentrification where it fucking pays.
And then they're like, oh, ¿sabes qué? Salen noticias, we're not putting the museum there.
Oh, fuck.
The raza can play, not in my neighborhood.
NIMBYs.
No.
I don't even like Star Wars. Fuck them.
Pinche Chewbacca me daba miedo de chiquito, güey. Pinche perro me daba miedo, güey.
Ay, güey. Wow.
Am I offending the canine community now?
Wow.
Jesus Christ, way. I think everybody gets offended. I just saw this thing. They were fucking bitching on Twitter about Adele saying that she feels proud to be a woman, and then they were shitting on her because it was like a gender neutral award show. It was like a gender neutral award show. They invited Adele, and like when she was accepting her award, she was saying how like she's proud to be a woman. And so everybody started shitting on her. But the thing is, like, it's like we were talking about earlier. People read like the headlines, and you're like, what the fuck? It wasn't that the people around her, like where she was at, the headlines were, look at how crazy the fucking the gender neutral community is. You can't even be a fucking woman now. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like the people there. Where you see the video and they're kind of like cheering it.
Yeah.
It was Twitter. that fucking had to deal with it. It wasn't. So that's a lot that's happening right now. It's not really the people that it's affecting that are complaining about it. It's people on social media that have nothing to do with these communities sometimes.
Yeah.
Not saying all the time, way, but sometimes. And in this case, they were making it up to be something that's not, way. And
well, they were reacting to it like we're fucking like we were saying one time, way. They're just reacting to it, way, and they weren't even there. Or fucking. Nada que ver, pues.
Yeah, like the people at the award show, they weren't like booing her, but they made it sound like she was pissing everybody off by saying she's a woman.
Well, they're trying to say they're pissing them off, way. Like,
yeah.
Pissing me off.
It happens in our community too, way, with Latinos, way.
It happens a lot, way. Like you said, way. And that's the world we live in, way.
But you don't think it's kind of crazy, way, that we're accepting that somebody else is like, you guys can't handle your shit, I'll take care of it for you.
Those, the little social warriors or whatever. I think that's happened a lot with the con women. Remember with the Me Too, all of a sudden all kinds of guys fucking, you go, well, like you're overshadowing them now because now you feel like you have to say, let them say what they gotta say. Same thing in the black community. Salen los güeros out of the work también to fucking carry the torch and like, wait.
Yeah.
Like let them finish their sentence, way. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, way. People feel that need, way.
It happened with like the Aunt Jemima thing where the family of the person that was used for that image was like, no, wait. We don't want to take her off of the fucking bottles. She was like our aunt or our great grandma or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And the family was like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? No, this is like our family thing. Like,
like we made the decision.
Yeah.
You know, Rena, when you said Twitter, that fucking Twitter was blowing up. I was listening to this story about this guy that started a trend or started a fake thing that birds aren't real. He started like a fake conspiracy. And this guy
that's probably a Codorniz way.
and this guy was saying that like the government, like in the 1950s or whatever, they started a mass genocide against birds, and all the birds that are out there are drones.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Hold on.
Good thing we weren't talking about something serious or anything.
No. Sorry. Oh, because
it sounds like an Onion article right now.
No. But the thing is that this journalist actually interviewed the guy that started it. He's like, yeah, he's a troll. And he puts out this character that, like, you know, he's like a super conspiracy theorist, and he's got this whole movement of fucking Gen Zs believing it.
Wow, dude. So it's like a QAnon shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how it started. He said it's funny because that's what fucking led me to do this, because I couldn't believe that these people were believing the QAnon. So I started this and it picked up. So he's in character all the time.
Dude, but do you find it hard to believe that people gravitate towards shit like that and run with it?
Dude, I had a problem when people saying that the flat earthers.
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke. I'm like, but people actually believe it.
But how do you know it didn't start as a joke and it just kind of caught on?
Yeah, that's the thing. It might have started like a joke. And this thing that birds aren't real, there's a big movement. They're like fucking, it's like... I was shocked. Not shocked, but I was just like, "Fuck."
I mean, cults exist, way. How do you think you watch like a cult documentary for cults, like the Children of God or some shit, and you're like, how do these people fucking? It's the same thing, way.
Well, I heard a podcast. It's Lullaby. They have this 2-part on the Jonestown.
The Jonestown Massacre.
Yeah, and they have it, and she explains how Jerry Jones, I think it was, or
is it Jim Jones?
Jim Jones.
Yeah,
Jim Jones. Fucking how he escalated to that point.
Is that where the don't take the Kool-Aid fucking?
No, that was the.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah, where's that from?
That's the other one, no?
The ones over here in San Diego.
Oh, the comet.
Yeah,
I think that was it. No, the one that the Marcianos were coming to shoot.
Yeah, they're trying to go behind the comet. Mm-hmm. And the main dude fucking said,
that's what's with the Nikes, no?
Yeah, I'm out of here. Right? Fuck these guys.
Yeah, everybody drank it, and then he's like, yeah, I don't want to do
That's
this.
where the don't drink the Kool-Aid came from?
I think so.
Really? I thought it was an older term than
I think it's older than that, though.
Oh, well, you know what? No, because she does talk about it, that they used to do big batches. So the way he started conditioning the community is that he would call it the White Night. So everybody, he had this big batches. So I think it was that one with the Kool-Aid. And he would tell them that the Kool-Aid was poison and that whoever believed in him, they had to drink it. So the ones that were willing, cool. But los que they always held back, they pressured them and like, you're not for me. So
don't
he kept,
believe?
so he kept doing it every night to a point where like, dude, it's not poison. He's not gonna kill us. It's just to show that we're loyal to him. So así comenzó. So people were drinking it hasta que it was fucking poison.
Shit, güey.
Yeah. So she gives
So
more
where
details.
is this at?
This is Lullaby, the Fear podcast.
Oh, it's a podcast?
Yeah, it's one of our listeners, Ashley Lana, the Canadian Mexican. She does it. Dude, she does an amazing
really?
job. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
So it's a 2-part story on Jonestown,
that's
the People's
interesting.
Temple.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
She does all this research, dude.
Yeah. I mean...
No.
well,
she doesn't do what we do. We just bring it up because we heard it.
This is a podcast? Like, Jesus Christ.
I know, right? Like,
There's people actually doing fucking work, dude.
There's people that put in fucking
yeah,
research.
they put time and effort on it. I'm like, fuck. That's how a real podcast runs.
That's
man.
how, we're just shooting
Por eso
the shit.
estamos como estamos, güey.
Yeah.
Por eso no avanzamos, güey.
Shit, man. That sounds like a lot of work, bro.
Honestly, it does. But she's in it, dude. She's like,
Oh,
really.
that's awesome, man.
I'm fucking, ya me chingué todos los pinches episodes, yeah.
That's awesome, bro. So it's really fascinating how people get brainwashed. Where I mean,
Yeah, and they feed off of like the marginalized people, the people with the outcasts, you know, the uneducated and everything, and that's how they fucking get their loyal followers.
that's everything, though. No way that people are easily manipulated because they want relief of something, and here comes a charismatic fucking female or male that's leading the cult, and you'll be like, oh, dude, this guy's fucking awesome. Like, I want to fucking follow this dude. All of a sudden, you're doing shit that you're like, Jesus, is this real? Like, fuck, should I be doing all this shit?
So Raza, let us know if you want Ramon to start the Quail cult.
Well, we got
If
the
you're in-
Church of the Shuffle.
That's a little culty.
The Church of the Shuffle?
No?
I think we could have the Quail as our mascot.
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking
pretty Azteca
fighting a
shit.
gallo.
Yeah. Todo pinche con espuelas y todo mamado. Like, hey.
But the thing is, we have to change our perception way. We're gonna use a quail because when I think of a quail, I think of one's ready to get grilled way. So it's not really a powerful logo way.
Maybe we could have one chingándose al pinche al carnicero, güey. Fighting back, eh?
Oh shit, way.
The little ones fight back.
Yeah, está cabrón, way.
Yeah, so I was fucking when you said Twitter, it triggered that story. I'm like, oh yeah,
Twitter,
because
the topic changed.
No, because I know because ya me tronaba el boli, güey. Fucking
Yeah, pero regresaste all fuerte. Wait, I don't know what you guys are talking about. But shut the fuck up.
shit.
Shut the fuck up.
He came fast, way.
fuck your shit, because I'm like, antes de que se me olvide.
He probably-
I figured you were still in that topic.
He was probably peeing and he used his PC muscle to stop it and run over here.
pinche gotita por ahí.
Fuck, mira. Estás bien chilón, güey.
Nah, estoy huevudo, güey.
Fuck, güey.
Estoy huevudo.
Eres una pinche eminencia de hombre.
That's why you gotta join his cult, way. The Quail Society.
I like that. The Quail Society, way. There you go. How do I join, way? How do I join, way? I don't have direction, way.
You send your bank statements to Ramon first. That's
I'm not a
Step
cult
one.
leader, dude. You have the
Well, we just talking about charismatic vatos
Jesus
and
Christ.
taking
You're more
people-
charismatic than me, way. What do you
yeah,
mean?
but I don't have that fucking malicious or that fucking.
So I do? Wow,
No,
what a
no,
dick,
no.
man.
I don't have that. You might have a little bit more of an insight on how to fuck with people.
But I'm not gonna do it, way.
I know, but if you tell me, then I will do it. You see, you're
Really?
my
You would do-
advisor.
Oh shit, you would do it, way? Nah, you're a nice guy.
Nah, I
man. Shut
wouldn't
the
do
fuck. Why are you trying to front in front of a podcast, way?
No tranzas, no avanzas,
You're
way.
trying,
Come on,
to
let's
get
get
street cred. We fucking know this guy. What is he talking about? Like, oh, if I knew that,
Dude,
I'll inflict harm. Like, what?
I'll fuck them up, eh?
Jesus Christ, bro.
I don't know.
Me
Way.
salió my cholo voice. Does that help out or no? Is
You came
that?
too
We don't all sound like cholos, way.
Yeah, no.
Oh, rah.
Why you continue that stereotype, way?
No, bro. Not all Chicanos are cholos, way. What the fuck?
Well, we have one cholo in every family, I think.
Do I have a cholo?
Yeah, you should have a cholo in your family.
Is a tiger considered a cholo?
Did they start off as
In
a
your
tiger?
mom's eyes, yes.
Good point, way.
Yeah, because in your mom's eyes, you're eres un pinche.
Oh, I'm a meth addict.
yeah,
I'm
marihuano, fucking, eres asesino, fucking.
Whatever, bro. I mean, sometimes you gotta disappoint your parents, way,
Yeah,
to
tu
live
primo
life.
el cholillo. Yeah. No, he's a tiger.
Yeah, that's true, huh, bro?
Yeah, because we always have that black sheep in the family, right? You got el cholo, you got el fucking el huevón, you got the
So we fit all the stereotypes, as you're saying.
No. Within us, we have members like that. I mean, the stereotypes exist for a reason. I'm not saying to capitalize on it or not, but if you do look at it, a good percentage of, I guess, I don't know what, the Latinos, they have an uncle, an aunt, a cousin, a brother, a sister, even a parent that are fucking some of the shady parts.
But you can say it because you're part of the
I'm part of the community,
right?
Yeah, I am.
So somehow Ramon could.
I got a cholo cousin. I had an uncle que era pinche, what would you say, like a scam artist or fucking,
He scams.
I know. Fucking y pintaba, güey.
He's a scam artist.
Yeah, era, you know.
He sounds like he wears those fluffy hats. What are they called?
The mind readers or the psychics?
The pickup artists, vatos.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
What is it called? Peacocking or whatever?
Yeah. What was his name? I know exactly who you're talking about.
But in the hood, they're called scam artists.
Yeah, no, that guy throws a lot of scams. He's a scam artist. Eso es agasajó mi prima, el culero.
Little did he know it's his prima.
Yeah, that's my cousin's ex, eh? Wait, they didn't go out? How is it an ex? Well, I don't want to say eso se estaba chingando a mi cousin, güey. Come on.
Que le estaba dando camote.
Cut me some slack, güey. Imagine, we talked about this before. Because he's like,
that was so-and-so's ex.
Yeah, that was so-and-so. I was like, is that really an ex? Where you can't. I mean, he's like, wait, I don't want to fucking say that guy was fucking my sister, right? So fuck it, I'm going to say it's an ex. So I'm like, all right.
Wow.
The so-and-so valió madre, güey.
I mean, it was still vague, güey. Nobody knows what I was talking about.
You just said it.
What did I say? I said, I didn't say any names, güey. I'm not fucking, I'm not referring to anybody, güey.
Oh, wow. You don't need a name there, güey.
I wasn't specific, bro. I'm just saying, okay, I'm not going to say
That's
that way.
pretty specific.
I'm not going to say ese güey se chingó mi prima, güey, right? He was my prima's ex. Cut me some slack, güey.
Ahora es prima.
Cut me some slack, bro. You gotta be...
Pinche pata metida de pata.
Nah. No, bro. Hey, in this podcast, we just keep going, bro.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's the nice way of saying que, you know, le andaba dando camote, güey.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Camotes amilados, güey, decía el pinche. Güey, like, you know, we get witty from when we're kids, right? Because fucking, we were talking about the 3-second rule where if you didn't fucking react in 3 seconds, you got fucking moted.
Yeah,
dude.
you got moted.
And you're moted for the day, bro.
Oh yeah, your lunch fucking sucked, bro. You didn't eat. You're fucking in 6th period. All fuck. You're trying to take a test and your fucking tripas are all over the place because you got moted during lunch.
And you couldn't enjoy your fucking lunch.
Appetite was
y
done.
si te lo comiste, te está haciendo daño ya por lo encabronado, la bilis.
So a mí también me tocó, because I used to hang out in Tijuana with my uncles, güey, and those guys were buzz balls, güey. So pasaba el güey fucking vendiendo camotes amilados. And so...
Hey, Esteban, ¿quieres un camote?
Yeah, shit like that.
¿Quieres un camote mielado? Suena rico.
As a 10-year-old, dude, I don't know what a camote mielado means, güey. And my uncle was like, hey, ¿quieres un camote mielado? I was like, yeah.
Míralo. No, así comienzan.
And then you were like, why is everybody laughing? And then you're like, oh, okay, all right, fuck you.
So can I have a camote or not?
Okay, you guys are gonna let them pass or what?
So everything was fucking
Y de
that
a
way.
peso, ¿verdad?
Everything was that way. Everything was that. I had my uncle, way. My uncle was the main fucking shit talker, way. My other uncle se agachaba to grab like a milk crate full of like my grandma's plates. Because she used to sell in like a...
Zanahoria.
Like a fucking... It was called a sobre ruedas, way. Like, just think of like a farmer's market, but they sell like fucking furniture and shit. So we would unload the shit. And one of my uncles would be grabbing the milk crate. Y cuando se agachaba, my uncle would be like, oh, you know. And as a kid, you're seeing this.
What the fuck?
I'm like, am I really supposed to be seeing this? Like, what the fuck?
And then everybody's laughing, so you think it's funny.
That's how you get conditioned, way. Because people are laughing. And I was like, ay, ¿qué haces, escoba? A ver, tío. Whoa.
Qué peludo está, tío.
Then you realize that you can't do it because you're a kid. So I'm like, all right, I guess.
So wait a minute. I could see it. I could laugh about it, but
so
I can't participate
you start learning street shit way. As a 10-year-old, you're learning the streets, bro. Like I can laugh at it, but I can't do it because I haven't earned that yet.
Y pobre 10-year-old de Steph still waiting for his camote. So, ¿cuándo va a llegar este güey el camote?
En mi helado, güey.
¿Cuándo me dan mi camote en mi helado?
En mi helado, güey. Ay, güey.
I ordered a camote like 3 days ago. Where's that shit at?
Dijeron que me iban a dar un pinche camote, fucking flakers.
Tío, ¿y mi camote?
I remember.
I know, right? Cállate, mijo. We're delivering furniture in people's houses because we had a delivery service. Hey, tío, ¿y ese camote que me prometió qué? And the families are like, he's like, hey, no, aquí no. So then you learn, okay, I can only do it when like
when the
people,
guys or the banter.
So that's how you get conditioned.
Well, a mí me pasó una with my cousins in Mexico cuando me decían que si quería embarradas de frijoles. I'm all like, and I figured it was tacos, you know, like una embarrada de frijol.
Dame dos.
Y para llevar.
Dame dos. Hey, ¿le ponen doble tortilla o qué pedo?
So,
Dámela con todo.
Hey, ¿y el chilito qué? A mí me gusta con chilito.
me gusta que pique.
Ay, güey, nomás solo es una embarrada de frijoles, güey.
Era, pues, ya ves, es el albur, you know?
No, I know, but what is la embarrada de frijoles?
It's like fucking te embarran los frijoles, te sacan los frijoles más bien.
Oh, shit. That's
Right?
Your uncles were a little bit
No,
more
my
savage.
cousins, my
Your
cousins.
cousins were more savages than mine.
So that was in el rancho de mi dad, right? And everybody laughed, but I noticed that when they say, hey, ¿quieres embarradas de frijoles? And they would tilt their head, like, you know, and everybody would laugh. And yo, no, pues sí, con unas dos, no, tres, or whatever. Fucking. So I didn't get it quite then. So we were at my grandparents' ranch on my mom's side, and they were eating, and I'm all like, abuelita, me da dos embarradas de frijoles? And then fucking my dad and my uncles, they're all like, they turn around and they start laughing, and I'm all like, and my dad laughs, but he's like, what the fuck? So al rato he tells me, he's like, hey, where'd you hear that? Oh, because, you know, primos acá. He's like, mijo, es que te alburearon. Es algo, es algo para adultos. Y que sabe que I'm like, pero que no es un taco? He's like, yeah, it is, but it's also something else. And he didn't want to tell me what the something else was until later on I got it. I'm like, oh my God, fuck. Pobrecita mi abuelita, man. Nada que ver.
Ramón, abuela, ¿y a usted le gustan las embarradas?
Y mi abuelo, shh,
Cállate, mijo.
Hey.
It's just funny, bro. It's a rite of passage, right? I don't know. I don't think that's in the books anymore, way. People understand that.
You know, fuck it. And then later on, you know, you start, you know, you understand que arrimadas de camarón or fucking vamos a darle un ostión ahogado, shit like that. You know, like you think it's seafood, but it is, but it's the way you say it or in the ways you say it.
And that's it goes back to what we were saying, lost in translation with language. Where like, let's say this guy he's back from Mexico, he's on vacation, and he comes back, goes back to school, and the teacher sees him all sad. Hey, Ramon, what's the problem? Well, it's because my uncle fucking was making fun of me. Like, what did he say? Well, I don't know how to say it in English, but he said, que se quiere una embarrada de frijoles. And then the teacher doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. But to you, it's like, it really affects you as a kid. Way.
No, but my uncle promised me camote en mi helado, and he never gave it to me.
Like, how do you say that in English, way? Like, una embarrada de frijoles.
Well, first of all, what's a camote in English?
A yam?
A yam?
I think so.
A honeyed yam?
It doesn't.
It doesn't translate. I'm like, there's
It's
no
not Thanksgiving, mijo.
I know, like,
Is it a yam?
uncle's a
No,
savage.
I just fucking.
Yeah, no, I think it is a yam.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I thought it was just fucking savage right there. And like, fuck, pobrecito. Pobrecito se quedó con el antojo.
Hey, but the albur way, there's always victim number one way, and that's who I think about. That first guy that they're like, ¿quieres un camote a mi lado? Sí. And then it just starts from there, way.
El que se la come todo.
The other one, donde sí, yeah, like I was like maybe 19. Pinches chilangos, they got me. They're like, hey, Ramon, ¿a ti te gustan los palenques? They goes to your gallos. I'm all like, nah, no, es que se me hace muy salvaje.
Oh, shit.
Ay, güey.
And they're all like, what the fuck? And me vieron con cara de inocente, like, ay, pobrecito.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what palenques mean.
Yeah, that sucks, way. You got conditioned hard, bro. You probably went through a crazy boot camp.
Yeah, but
over.
then, eventually it's like everything. Like, they get you, and then you're like, okay, why are they laughing? And then you kind of brush up, and,
Yeah, but to brush up, you got to miss sometimes. So you tell the wrong people, si quieren un palenque. You got to know where it's too much, way.
Those jokes don't always hit.
So that's part of the learning way. I can't tell her that. Like, so you kind of learn, like...
Or can you?
Oye, ¿qué onda, mijito? ¿Un apretón de Tamagotchi o qué?
Jesus Christ, way. Yeah, you were hanging out in Los Ranchos, way. That was border town. En Tijuana no hablaban así, way.
They didn't know what a Tamagotchi was.
Nah, way. Estos pinche paisos de Jalisco decían en Tijuana.
You guys don't know what Tamagotchis are?
I never really used it, no.
You know what
I know what it is, but I'm saying...
What is it? What is
it was in the 90s. You had these little... Parecían huevitos. It was like little digital game, and they had little buttons. So you had these Tamagotchis, and you had to keep them alive. It will tell you when
like
they
a
were
little
hungry.
virtual pet way.
Like a virtual. So you
I
had
remember.
fucking un apretón de Tamagotchi.
Is that where that came from?
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Fucking little thumbing.
I don't remember.
It's a lot of thumbs
Ay,
going
güey,
on.
not a tummy. No. Oye.
A lot of button pressing, más bien.
Jesus Christ, man.
So, ¿qué onda, chiquita? ¿Un apretón de Tamagotchi? Like, ay, Ramón, ¿cómo eres? Ah, qué romántico.
Pobrecitas. Those were the days where they had to take it
hold
in.
on. I meant, do you want me to take you out to eat? To
Ramón
feed
el
you?
inocente.
Mira qué mal pensé. See, that's the thing también. That, like, whenever whenever you come off as being the pervert, or they're like, oh, whoa. That's the beauty of el albur.
But yeah, you gotta know how to work.
Yeah, because they're like,
Yeah,
hey, yo
but you know
nomás,
what you're
yo
doing.
nomás decía esto, no, pues si tú piensas otra cosa, then like, ay, Ramón, y que la chingada, like, all right, ya cayó esta cabrona.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus
Ya cayó.
Christ, bro. I'm glad that this is coming on lightweight, because sometimes
Wow. Ya cayó
we're seeing
esta
who's
y
the real fucking...
¿Sabías, mijita, que en Colombia a los pasteles dicen torta? Una rebanadita de tu torta, por favor.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
That's the way I would do it.
That
Una
made,
probadita.
hey, wait, he was looking at me, and that made me fucking uncomfortable, dude. I can't imagine what a poor woman...
Wow.
What a poor woman in the receiving end of that look that he gave me with that fucking phrase.
Wow, wait.
Jesus Christ, bro.
So, again, this is back in the days.
It's guys like you that make it hard for guys like me to fucking meet somebody special. Because they have fucking... they have that winter... They have that... To quote the Game of Thrones, they have that Winterfell fucking wall in front of them. It's fucking Ramon's over here.
The Ramon in their life.
The Ramon wall. Yeah. So
Wow, güey.
that was,
Dude, you have a sister, bro. How are you talking like this? You have a sister, dude.
I have a mom too.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, wait.
Yeah. No, it's one of those, like, I kind of you get submerged in that I won't even say culture, but that environment, because at this point I was hanging around with a lot of fucking chilangos. Every other sentence was a fucking albur, güey. Everything.
Con esos cabrones no se puede nada en serio.
No puedes hablar.
Yeah.
And even if you're trying to have a fucking serious conversation, like they always find a way. So I was always on guard.
So are we wrong or are they wrong? Because they're just living life and enjoying it, and we're over here fucking making them more serious than it
Dude,
should
it's
be.
like fucking fight or flight right there, dude.
Yeah,
You're
but
always
maybe-
on edge.
Maybe you're wrong way when you take it to the girls, como Ramon.
Yeah.
Well,
Ramon.
the thing is...
Ramon doesn't understand that it's a boys' club sometimes. And
No,
you-
no, no, no.
Locker room talk.
The He-Man Woman Hater Club.
No.
Ramon
So,
fucking
a
takes
little
it
bit
out.
more of insight. It was a group and it was a mixed group. Les decíamos los chilangos because la mayoría eran chilangos. So the girls were there. It was a group of, like, female and male.
All inclusive,
Y
he
entre
says.
todos se albureaban. Even the girls, they would fucking... Me decían,
Yeah, but they're in on the joke, güey. is what we're
oh, no,
saying.
because even one of them, I remember one of them got me because me decía, oye, tú eres de gran nacionalidades. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe because I'm dual citizenship. I'm like, oh, yeah. No, dando a entender que estaba diciendo que estaba en algón.
Oh, they knew back then?
So
that's not a new development?
Eres de buenas
Pants were tighter.
eres de buenas nacionalidades or something like that. Like, oh, gracias,
Yeah, Ramon has a little fucking
like
bounce.
a little bounce to my step. Like,
Ramon
yeah.
magically drops his keys at that moment.
And me estaban albureando. So it's just shit like that. There was constant ones, and either I picked up the game or I kind of understand. I still don't know it 100%. Sometimes I still have to think. Like I'll fuck up right now. I would never be able to do the 3-second rule.
Really?
Yeah, because I've been out of. I'm not around that crowd
I don't
anymore.
know, man. You guys were telling me stories before the podcast, and your 3-second
Oh,
rule was pretty.
That's different, but albur. Clowning or joking is one thing, but albur is like getting creative with words, double entendres, fucking making it,
My what helps me way sometimes when I'm into these conversations with people is I take fucking full responsibility for it. Yeah, sí, ¿por qué, güey? ¿Qué, güey? ¿A ti qué
Yeah,
te
le
duele,
quitas el
culero?
chiste. Yeah.
Like if they tell me like that, pinche, like, hey, la pinche embarrada
de frijoles.
Sí, güey, ¿por qué, güey? Pues a ti no te va a doler, güey. Like, ¿qué te duele a ti, güey? And then people don't know what to do with it. And it kind of fucks up the mood because they're trying to bullshit.
Yeah, because it's a banter back and forth. And it's kind of like, like your mama jokes.
Yeah. But you can tell when people are... They're jabbing, but there's some fucking hatred behind it.
Oh, yeah, there is some...
That's probably the dudes that I'm like, kind of like, I ended right there, because you can kind of tell when it's like, you're not busting my balls just to laugh.
No,
you're being a dick.
Yeah, now you're being hurtful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pinche... it had its moments. It was fun, and then sometimes it was stressful as fuck. And like, oh fuck, you try to avoid them. And like, oh fuck, están los pinches chilangos. Like fuck.
Wow.
Están los pinches chilangos again. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, am I up for it today? All right, let's go.
Really? Wait?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but in some part, I'm not gonna say I'm thankful for it, but it kind of. That kind of fucking environment right there got me when I went to Mexico now and my cousins were trying to fucking pull a fast one or anything. I already had a response to it, or I already knew how to come back at them, and they're like, "Holy shit!" And they would be surprised. They're like,
I'm always perfecting this craft way.
Yeah, in the States.
Wow, in the States,
yeah, because otra cosa is like my cousins. It was weird for me to know a lot of the pop culture over there.
Yeah, and it's sorry, go.
No, because me acordé ahorita because Fernie and I were driving and I saw a Nissan jukebox, the little cars. I'm like, pinche rocola, and then fucking Fernie took him a while and then he starts laughing. And I'm like, oh shit, that's right, because a jukebox, the name of it was Rock-ola. Mm-hmm. So in Mexico, they decían la rocola.
Yeah. It's funny how we have these words, huh? Because like when I was helping my grandma sell shit, where a fucking, my uncle decía, vámonos en la panel. The van.
The panel truck. Yeah.
The van. So it's like was it 5-panel?
Yeah.
So as an adult, I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, okay, it's panel. Mm-hmm. When I come back home, it's a van, but over there, I got to say panel. Uh-huh. So I'm like, yeah, what's in a panel? And I'm looking around like, wait, does that? All right, everybody took it. All right, I'm cool. I'm part of the group. So then as I got older, I'm like, oh, they mean like a panel truck, a van or a truck, whatever. But it's like little things like that.
So at what point? so was his fucking 12-year-old Esteban that was like, I know why I'm not getting my camote. Like I would take the guy on time.
Some people might think I'm still waiting for it, bro.
¿Qué si tenemos uno para ti, güey?
A ver, pues,
no, yo no soy de Puebla, güey.
No me naces, güey.
No soy de Puebla.
Fucking, come on, bro.
Ya son unos camotes.
If you're fucking putting it out there and I'm replying to your ad.
You know what? No.
See, this is part of it.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
You saw how that works?
I'm like, no, because I don't want to get into it.
This should be behind a paywall. This shit we're saying.
Yeah, this is Patreon material.
A master class of fucking shooting the shit right here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But the other one, fucking, también growing up, because, like, por ejemplo, la panel, if you were in school and, you're talking to the teacher or whatever, like, yeah, I was, we drove around in la panel. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, for me, I sounded weird because for, like, a pickup truck, they say la pickup.
Oh.
La pickup. So, like, oh, yeah, fucking, acá está la pickup. And they're like, fucking other kids would look at me, or like the teachers will be like, what the fuck?
Where did the mamalona shit come from? Where did that originate from?
No? This is recent. This is the
Is that with like the toxica shit that was coming out?
Yeah.
They started saying mamalona?
La mamalona.
Yeah, that's all recent.
It's stuck though, right? I mean, I hear a lot of people refer
La
to
mamalona and la toxica really stuck. They got fucking...
I haven't heard people use toxica or toxico shit anymore.
Wait, is it on a weekly basis?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking in a conversation out here like 2 or 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe Maybe I need. Maybe I'm exposing who I hang out
Hey,
with.
you're in the wrong conversations. bro.
Yeah,
the wrong
what the
chat
fuck?
groups.
Yeah, maybe I'm going further away from the community. Let me get back. No, I'm just kidding.
you're gonna miss out, bro.
Nah, dude, I hang out with my homies at the warehouses. Way
Ya que te dé el FOMO,
they
don.
keep me up to date on shit. I'm trying to stay relevant, way, because I don't want to be that old man that comes
Well,
in saying, hey, that's a nice panel. And then they're like, oh, la mamadona. Ah, sí, güey, la mamadona. You don't want to be that old man with old jokes, güey. With old jokes. Trying to fit in with the kids, güey. You're over la panel.
Oye, sí que te avientas unos pinches apretones de Tamagotchi chingón. What? They don't even know what Tamagotchi
What the
is.
fuck are you talking about, boomer?
I know.
So it's your boomer jokes.
Some of these jokes don't
Hey,
hit.
we need a boomer term, but in Spanish, instead of saying boomers, we gotta figure out a term for like that's because boomer's very, I don't know. It seems to me when I think about a boomer, for some reason I think like an older American white dude. I don't think of like my dad as a boomer.
Ruco.
Rucón.
¿Qué onda, Ruquillo?
Nah, we need to think about it. We need to think about it. I mean, we could.
We need an updated term, is what you're saying?
Yeah, wait, boomer.
For the ages right now? Fucking, I don't know.
How's your dad doing, Wayne? Actually, I haven't.
I just spoke to him last night. So
That's why it rubbed off a little bit.
check this shit out.
Yeah, whenever he speaks to his dad, like within the night, he fucking comes in hot, bro. Like, whoa, bro.
So there's some shit going on in the family. So I told you that my dad went to Mexico because his younger sister passed away, right? So he comes back, se quedó para el novenario, right? Because they buried her when he got there. He didn't get to see the burial, but se quedó para el novenario. So he comes back and he's telling me that my mom right now is in the hospital with my brother because they're rehydrating him.
Oh, is he okay?
He's good. He's
it's
good.
Just like normal.
Yeah, it's just like because his potassium was low and he was kind of a little dehydrated, and then they're changing his milk and everything. So it's just she goes like maybe once or twice a year. So he was telling me that he was home, and I'm like, okay. And he's like, no, yo me estaba haciendo de comer porque yo sé de comer, I know how to cook. I'm like, really? Sí, pero es que soy bien atenido. So I'm like, oh shit, this is different. He's actually like acknowledging it. I'm like, but I didn't make a big deal about it. No, pues está bien, apa, que la chingada.
What's atenido for people that don't understand?
That he depends a lot on people.
Okay.
So he's telling me that when he was out there, that one of his sisters, one of my aunts, le hizo carne en su jugo. And he's all like, it was the most amazing thing ever. I'm all like, I'm listening to like, miras qué rico estaba. Que sabe qué? I'm all like, and I'm letting him finish. I'm like, but papá, mi mamá hace ese platillo, hace ese guisado. He's all like, no, tu mamá no lo hace. Que sabe qué? I'm like, okay, I'm just letting him talk because he sounds very, positive. Right? So I'm letting him talk. He's like, mira, ya le dije a tu madre que cuando ya regrese del hospital, y me dice, tú y tu señora y tu hermana y todos les voy a hacer de comer. Yo voy a hacer la comida, voy a hacer carne en su jugo y me dieron la receta. Hablé con tu tía esta y luego hablé con tu otra tía y me dijo cómo hacerlo y todo. Entonces cuando salga tu mamá, cuando se venga a la casa, les voy a llamar para que vengan a comer. I'm like, oh shit. Carne en su jugo, I'm like, fuck it. Hey, y ya me quería salir lo iba a alburear, actually.
Oh, what a dick.
Lo iba a alburear, but I held myself. It's one of those, is like muscle memory.
Yeah, but to your dad, maybe I do that to my dad.
Yeah, I do that to my dad too, and he gets me too
I shouldn't
sometimes.
judge you, bro.
Yeah, he gets me sometimes too.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. He does get me. I'm like, fuck, But I'm like, all right, good one, Chano. Good.
Well, kind of like we were talking earlier. What if you show up and it's like a smoothie, way?
No, right?
I'm like, what the fuck is this? What's going on in Mexico?
Hey, they sell it at the Jamba Juices in Mexico where you get a carne en su jugo fucking smoothie.
You think it's a guisado, way? It's a smoothie, way.
So
A new trend, bro.
So how much of it is it like actual taste, or how much of it is the feeling that's attached to the food because of the person that made it? Way? Because I think that if like, let's say like I was really close to my grandma and she made this cake or this torta that I really like, and like she gives somebody else, like my girlfriend, the same fucking recipe, everything's literally the same, but in my head it's not gonna be the same, right? Because I'm not only tasting the food that's literally the same ingredients, and yes, people could argue like, well, it's just, tienen sazon. But I would argue that it's more like the feeling, right? That you're associating this.
Yeah, and not only that, the technique, the perfection, because, like it depends what the steps are. You got to chop it a certain way. You got to cook it with this or a little extra. So she might say you need these ingredients, and you simmer the meat for like 10 minutes, but maybe your grandma, just by looking at it, it could be 7 minutes or it could be 12 minutes,
But food's very it obviously like it provokes an emotion way.
Yeah.
People get emotions when they eat certain foods way. So like to this day way, if I eat or if I smell like a pico de gallo, like onions with tomatoes, like there's sometimes when I go to like certain warehouses, you stand in su lunch and you smell like their food, you smell the tortillas, the birria, you smell all these fucking odors that are very familiar. But if I smell the onion with tomato, like in a fucking pico de gallo kind of vibe, it takes me back to a not so good childhood memory of my dad coming home late with food, and that's the smell that I associate with that certain situation.
Oh, okay.
So it automatically takes me back to that moment. It's just by smelling it way. It just takes me back, but. I tried to do a lot of work on it. So that certain situation, it doesn't provoke like a negative emotion anymore, but it's just crazy that
it takes you to that.
It takes me to that point where no matter where I smell that memory always pops up if I smell that.
Is there a dish or a food that when you eat, it takes you to a happy place, like to your grandma? Something in particular?
No way.
Or your mom?
No, I can't say that I have something like that way.
Yeah, a mí me pasó. So I remember when I used to go to Mexico, my grandma used to make me trocitos de puerco con calabacitas, right? Fuck, they were amazing. When my mom would make it over here, it was like you said, it was different. And my mom would always look at me and I'm like, oh, it's good, but it's not my grandma's good. My mom's like, oh yeah, it's because different vegetables, different meat, a different area, everywhere there's more organic type of deal. Everything's processed. I'm like, all right, cool. Así pasó. And every time I went, my grandma would make them. Fuck, I loved them.
Yeah. So
she passed away, and I've tried doing them. No me salen because I have the same recipe. About a year ago, my girl and I went to this restaurant in HP, El Sazón. Se llama El Sazón HP. And tenían tacos de calabacita. So I ordered like 2 of them. And then when I hit that bite, boom.
It took you back?
To my ground. Dude, I got chills.
Yeah.
Hasta una pinche lágrima me salió because I'm like,
that's
fuck,
awesome,
this
man.
is...
I'm getting chills too.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm like, this is my grandma's. Fuck, I'm getting watery right now.
I got goosebumps on my goosebumps right now, dude.
Yeah,
Hey.
Look, dude, I'm serious. Look.
No, yeah.
It's just amazing that something like that can
and
snap us out of it.
And I had it I took that bite, and as I'm biting, I'm enjoying it. My girl's looking at me, and I'm all like, she's like, are you all right? I'm all like, this is my grandma's fucking calabacitas, And she's like, wow. And then, I don't know. It was one of those nice moments that it just took me to my grandma. I really miss her.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I really miss her, So, yeah, so food does have that. It's just, sorry, I'm just...
Okay. I mean, we use food in every celebration in life, really, where there's always food at the center of it all, right? Mm-hmm. And why wouldn't it invoke fucking emotions like that just by eating shit? And whether it's good or bad way, I think we just have to realize that, wait, right now I'm being snapped out of this moment that I'm living life. Maybe I'm stressed out. Maybe you're living a fucked up day. Maybe life fucking sucks for you right now. And all it takes is that little fucking thing to make you realize, like, man, there's more important things in life than fucking our problems.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you didn't fucking make that 3-second rule way. Your day's fucked up.
Se te durmió el gallo.
I know.
Se te durmió el Codorniz.
You got moted that morning and you haven't been able to recover,
Dude, music, way. Come on, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Music's a fucking... anything that promotes an emotion, and literally anything you could think of will promote an emotion. But when you hear a song, it also fucking takes you back to...
we had a moment in the truck I know, Fernie and I.
I thought that was fucking private, bro.
Did you guys make out point over there in Malibu?
No. Rage Against the Machine came out on one of my lists, on my shuffle list.
This guy can't keep secrets, way. If we had a club that was exclusive like the Masons, this guy would tell everybody what we talk about.
It's gonna be like Fight Club, like first rule of Fight Club, you don't talk, but I showed up late, so I didn't get the whole rules.
Oh, shit.
So fucking Rage Against the Machine came out, and it reminded me of our friend, And I'm like, oh yeah, our friend used to play this one, and it's just like, in that moment, like it was just like fuck. I remember it just took me to where he's playing it, and I'm like fuck,
That's the only guy that I've shared like a musical moment with that has passed on already, Wade. So it was a little. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, Wade. Like these people aren't here anymore.
Yeah.
But you share these moments that are like, do they live in our memory? Like you have, I always overanalyze shit like that. Like where is this memory? Like where is it? Like where
we keep it alive.
But like with the food, way, like the like your girlfriend. I mean, your she was seeing you eat your shit. To her, it's just a taco, right? So that memory lives in your head.
Yeah,
that memory doesn't exist on the outside.
Oh yeah, and I gave her a taster. She's like, "Oh my god, this is good." I'm like, but for her, she doesn't have that memory. It doesn't connect to her,
That's why. I mean, I don't know if I want to take it away, but no, it's just like. All the problems in the world, they only exist in your head, way. They don't exist on the outside. It's what you perceive it to be. Like to you, that taco had an emotion. That problem or that issue is not, I don't have that. So that problem exists, or that trigger was only exclusively to you. To me, it's just a taco.
But I think it was more of a memory than an issue or a problem.
Yeah, but it's the same rule. It's the same rule. Like, the problems aren't outside, way. You make the problems in your head, way. You create that in your head. They don't exist outside, way. Like if let's say you, and I didn't want to take it your way, but let's say you got fucking somebody, you worked at a gas station, and I'm just riffing right now, way, so maybe it's not gonna
hit.
Let's say you worked at a gas station like 10 years ago, and in that gas station you got robbed. At gunpoint, you were shot, you survived, you moved on, you still have PTSD, but you keep it to yourself. Us three go on a road trip, we stop at the same fucking gas station. We're hungry as fuck. Me and Fernie walk out. I'm trying to check out the beef jerky. This guy's checking out the coffee, and you're pacing around, and we're like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? That only exists in your head.
Oh.
Like, but that's all the problems, way. Like, that only exists in your head. Like, me and this guy, we're having a totally different experience of the same store, the same. We're watching the same movie in real life. We're experiencing it in real life. But that store to you is different. That problem only exists in your head. To me, it's just a fucking store. I'm just getting my beef jerky. I don't give a fuck. But to you, you're like, oh, shit. So that makes you think, like, where do problems really exist? Where are they, like, exterior? Or is it we create those in our heads based on our experiences?
I think it's a combination, though. I mean, it can't all be that. It's a combination, but what doesn't trigger me triggers you, and vice versa. Like, I have no problem with pico de gallo. I smell it and I think fucking, unas carnitas that they're doing in the backyard. Con el pico de gallo. That's what but it doesn't take me to that memory to you. But it's not that it's your issue, your problem. It's just, it transports you to that where you associate it. And there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think it is.
No, but what I'm saying is that issue exists in my head only. That's not an exterior issue. Like, to you, it's a pico de gallo. To me, I'm making the problem in my head. Like, I'm the one with that issue. I mean, I know people can argue this all day long, but the way I feel and the way I live my life is everything outside, no matter how horrific it is, it only exists in your head. Even if it's somebody getting killed, where if that person's mom was there and you hated that person, it hits different. Like, that tragedy exists in the mom's head, not your head. You're like, fuck that guy, I hated that dude. You're stoked about it. So the sorrow and the sadness is only in the mom's head. It's not in the actual outside. I'm sorry, dude. I know I took it a little deeper. I apologize for it.
But it's a mixture for sure, way. Because those are problems, like, for you. Like, same thing, like you said. What was it? The fucking ando pinche in slow today. Pero el pinche like the thing you were saying about with, like, you remember your dad, pues, the pico de gallo, no?
Yeah.
So, like, that problem doesn't affect anybody else, pues. Like, yeah, it's your problem, but it affects me in no way.
But I want you guys to explain the mixture, because you both said mix, and I don't understand
Well, because there's problems that are external, and then there's problems that are internal.
But what I'm having a hard time understanding is, how is it like it's only external because you're making it way. It affects the person that's going through it.
Well, I guess the way you might have started off the conversation, that problems are not external; they're all internal. But I think when you said that, I'm thinking that you're generalizing. You know, when there is external problems that are not inside, you know, there could be financial, that maybe it was out of your control. There could be other things that are problems that are happening that not only affect you, but the people around you, because they're also going through it, right?
So what if that person that's living, and let's talk about a poverty, like you're really a low income community. What about that person that lives right next to that person and they don't see the same problems? It doesn't affect them. Where is that problem? Where does it exist? If it's out in the public, how come there's certain people that it doesn't affect and it affects other people?
Well, because of the standings in life, no? Because if someone is so, like, for example, I grew up with both. We grew up with our parents, right? But my parents, well, my dad did not drink, and he wasn't out till the late at night, right? And your dad was. So, you know, we both had our parents, but we both each had different experiences with their marital issues. You know, so for you, a certain thing might trigger you, as for me, it doesn't. But we both grew up with those problems, and they were external that somehow manifested internally too. So there are external problems, I think. Well, there are external problems and there are internal problems. The difference is that when you, and I'm going back to the pico de gallo, if that pico de gallo triggers you and it affects your mood, and then all of a sudden you become irritable and everything, then yes, now it's affecting people out there que no tienen nada que ver, but you have a control of it, right? If you don't have a control of it, then it becomes external to everybody else.
And then in that case, like if you use that same example, I don't have control over you, way. So you're going around fucking being a dick to me, way. You're now an external thing affecting me, and I can't change the problem you are causing now.
Because my perspective is like, it's still not solving it's a mix, because if like I don't know how to really explain it even more, because this is stuff that needs 2-3 years to think in your head. It's not something that can easily be explained in a 20-minute conversation. Tweet. Because you guys are reacting from your conditioning, which the way you guys think and the way I think, it's not overnight way. You're the way you guys are perceiving this conversation is years of conditioning way. The way I'm perceiving this is years. So I'm not trying to convince you guys that it is, but it requires a lot of time where it's not something that's going to immediately make sense. But if you're willing to make the work and you really meditate on it and you think about it and you obsess over it, it might make more sense than an instant like, oh yeah, I get it. Because it doesn't make sense how it's a mix way. If it's like, if like your problems aren't my problems, where your problems exist, like I don't understand your problems, way.
So okay, so por ejemplo, my problems are my problems, and they don't exist. So let's just say, for some strange reason, something triggered me, and we're all hanging out together, right? And then I start fucking, you know, because of whatever triggered me, I start drinking, and now I become a burden to you, because you're like, fuck this guy, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. You know, now I gotta take care of him, and like, you know, it's like, fuck. I think that's my problem now is affecting you, because you could easily say, you know what, fuck it, me vale madre, I'm gonna leave, but you're not that type of guy. You're gonna stay with me. So, and somehow it's not that it's a burden, but it might fucking not cause a problem, but it might set you back on whatever you had planned for that day. Like, let's just say you had to go meet your girl to do something, and now you can't because now you're taking care of me.
But if I'm working on myself and part of it is to help somebody, why would I see your issue a problem? I would be like, I want to help my friend. It's not a problem for me.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's not that it's a burden, but now it's like, okay, I'm helping out my friend, but let's just say this keeps happening constantly now. You know, and now eventually it's going to be a problem. And in knowing you, you'll be the type of person like, hey, we got to talk about this, because now your issues are affecting me, because I'm trying to help you, because I'm trying to be a good friend. I'm working on myself. And part of me working on myself is to, you know, not abandon you, but I can't help you if you don't help yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not that it's a problem, but it does affect you in a way.
And that's the problem, is that it shouldn't affect me, because that's your personal life. Like my goal is to not let let it affect me because that's not my journey. Like if we're talking about your situation, you have a problem with drinking because you're hiding. Your problem is you're drinking, you're covering. So I have nothing to do with that. So my goal is to not let it affect me. That's where you reach that state of like you're at peace with everything because everything is the way it is. But if and this is where the work comes in, where if I'm irritated that you fucked up my day, I have to work on that. I can't expect for you to change.
No, but like I said, it was not just one day. It's coming a constant thing. So at some point you're working on yourself. You're trying to help me out, and you try to give me advice, and they're like, not that it's a burden or it's a problem, but now it's affecting you in a different way because now you're concerned. Now you're worried because this is my friend.
Of course.
And if I'm working better with myself, it's like I can't let my friend's life affect me.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you're in a conflict now.
It's life, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Every day it's a conflict. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but the point is that if I'm triggered by your lifestyle, my solution to my problem is not to have you change. My solution is to see your problem, that it's your problem and not affect my life. That's the goal of my life, way. And that's the goal of all the teachings that I've read and what everybody's ever told me. Is to understand that I can't change your life, but the only thing I could change is to not let your shit bother me. So if I'm irritated and I'm bitching and driving home at 2 a.m, fucking Ramon's an asshole. I have to catch myself and say, Ramon's living his life the way he sees fits and based on his traumas. The only way I could change this is that I don't let his life ruin my life.
But I think that is definitely possible. But because we're friends and everything, there's going to be a little concern there. There's going to be a concern. You're like, I can't let this affect me. But in the back of your mind, a little tiny portion might be like, fuck, me preocupa Ramon.
Of course, because I'm human.
Yeah.
But the realistic part of me is like, he has to experience that.
He has to hit rock bottom before he comes up. I just hope that it's not too late. And that's where I think in your person is that if you do what you can't save everybody. You can't. And if something wants to happen to me, you're going to be like, you're not going to have that guilt. Hopefully.
Well, you can't say what I'm going to have, though, because now you're telling me how I need. But see, it's just a very complicated conversation.
It's a complicated conversation, and it's one of those that just got dropped, and it's like, oh, fuck.
I'm sorry, and I knew it was going to go their way as soon as you brought it up. I'm like, I don't know if I want to take it there, but
no, but it's a good conversation to have because it's like you start, you not prepare, but you start seeing different perspectives. I'm like, oh shit, maybe my problem might be externally affecting other people, which they don't have that idea that, it shouldn't be their problem. And then other people are like, oh, you know what? So-and-so, my family member or my friend or whatever is going through this. And why am I letting it affect me? So it's those conversations that someone's going to think about it and like, okay, and maybe they'll look into it and start seeing things differently. I mean, that's what we have to have these conversations, but I see we're not going to have the answers.
No, dude, I mean, come on, dude. Like, I know people hear us riff on this and I know if your reaction is negative, this isn't for you, way. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying, nah, fuck, that guy's full of shit. Like, that guy doesn't know what he's talking. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a conversation. This isn't meant for you. It's meant for that person that's already on that path. And, like, it's like, wait, yeah, I guess he's right. Because if we start telling people, like, we had a conversation last week that was good. I enjoyed it. Where it was back and forth about shit. But if we constantly tell our people that they're after us, what happens to that person that thinks they have hope and we're telling them that, nah, dude, everything's against you. And you're trying to tell them like, no, dude, you can. If you wanted to, you could do it. That's the people that I want to talk to. And I know it's a bubble and I get that, but I don't want to be around negative people. I don't want to be around people that think what I'm saying is full of shit or what I'm saying is, I want to be around like-minded people. And I want to be realistic to think that it's okay if you don't agree with it. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. We're just having a conversation. And it's important to know, way, that we're reacting out of years of conditioning. I'm talking about, what I'm saying is years of conditioning. How you guys are analyzing it, it's years of conditioning. So it's not going to be an instant like, you guys are going to convince me to think the way you guys think. It's something that...
And vice versa.
Yeah, of course, of course. But it's not something that's going to instantly be like, you can't dismiss it. Way. That's why sometimes when people react to news right away, I get it. You're doing that for clickbaits but some of this shit requires 2 or 3 weeks of like really thinking about it.
Or reading into it, not just going by what, someone's putting it up. And I guess it's like if someone puts it up or starts talking about it, you see this, it'd be like, it's interesting. Or like, oh shit, what the fuck is really going on? I think that should be the mentality. Like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Let me look into this. Not just go off of like already hot headed, like, man, fuck these guys or fuck this. Like, yeah, fuck you can't, you just got to look into it. You read it. I'm like, and then you got to ponder about it. And like, okay, I'm still not satisfied with this answer. Let me see what else is out there or who else is speaking about it. What does this source say? What does that source say? We're like, boom, boom, boom. Sorry, boom, boom, boom.
We don't got that kind of time, bro.
We don't have that kind of time, man.
Yeah, we do.
No, but it's important to like.
Yeah, when I go take a shit, I'll read.
Right away.
Dude, you're in the fucking restroom.
Right away.
You're not on TikTok, man?
Well, sometimes, like, it depends.
You got like 3 months.
No, you know what?
You didn't read enough.
It's funny that you say that because I was talking to a coworker. I'm like, in those 3 months, dude, I don't know. I mean, I had a lot of worries, because I'm like, one, my back was hurting. I'm like, ya chinga mi madre, and then seeing that my spine was like barely holding onto the other one.
Jesus.
Yeah.
From the last accident?
Yeah, from the accident.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because it had a slip disc, so it pushed my vertebrae out.
Jesus Christ.
So that was one concern. I'm like, am I going to need surgery? Am I going to be better? Am I going to be able to work after this? Because I don't know if I told you guys, but the first 2 months and a half, it was painful for me to sleep. There's times when we were recording here that I'm fucking adjusting. Thank God that this is a soft, but me ajustaba, like I'm trying to find an angle like it wouldn't hurt. Sleeping was hard, dude. To go to the restroom, it was difficult.
That sucks, bro.
So it was a lot of that. And I'm like, I had that concern. How am I going to pay my bills? I'm like, okay, I got this money that, that we have saved off for that. So it's cool.
And then he decides to play fucking Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yeah.
And fuck up the water fucking heater or whatever.
That fucking added more fucking stress. And now I'm like, dude.
Thanks for bringing it up, bro.
And I was staying up late fucking watching TV or lo que sea, but I couldn't sleep. Dormía 4 horas mínimo. Dormía 4 horas.
Dude, that's nothing. But you wear your thing?
Yeah.
So that, imagine if you didn't have that way.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't sleep like 30 minutes. So all of this, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, maybe I was going through some sort of anxiety and depression.
And it makes sense, way, because I saw you kind of like, this just not there. Like something's up with them. Like it definitely affected you.
Yeah. It definitely did. But I'm like, okay, I gotta. That's why when I was telling you that someone backed in and hit the tail light.
Yeah.
And that day that que me la pasé up and down in Alameda over here in LA is a strip where there's a bunch of junkyards and parts.
I love that fucking place.
Yeah. Fucking. So I'm driving up and down and I couldn't find it, dude. And I was already like, genius, no matter where am I going to get the money? Because I'm like, I didn't want to buy an aftermarket, but I'm like, I'm going to have to buy an aftermarket part. Because somehow I still wanted to keep the integrity of the truck. It's superficial, whatever, but in my mind, it's like you say, it's a problem that you created yourself. But I'm like, it could have been solved, but I'm glad that I stuck to that principle, because it led me to find an area that has the parts for my truck, because they're junk trucks. A lot of these fucking people crash them or whatever, and there's the original parts, and I got it. So I saw the positive of that.
That's good, bro. That's huge, way.
And that's when my girl told me, because then you came up in the conversation. She's all like, yeah, that's Stoicism. It's funny because Esteban lent me those books and I read it, and then I kept up with it, and she follows a guy on Instagram or he has a YouTube or something. So, he has meditation and he has talks, and she's all like, and she told me the story of Edison, Thomas Edison. And like I mentioned it, like
when somebody wants to hear it, now that you brought it up.
I know we talked about it before, but
it's just brought it up on the other one too.
Yeah. So,
okay. Well.
Yeah. So
he learned a lesson from a white man.
No.
So that should tell you that there's a gap in our community way to think.
No, and I'm sure there's stories like that in our community. It's just that one is like it hit because there's a fire in his shop, and instead of panicking or worrying like, oh my God, my work, he tells his son, hey, go wake up your mom and your sister, because they're never going to see this type of beauty ever again. Because I'm only imagining the type of fire it is. Because if he had, depending on the equipment he had and the oils for the transformers and everything, it must have created a spectacular fire. Especially with the raw material he had there, and I was imagining that, like, oh shit, that's a good way of seeing it. Like, yeah, it's terrible, but you know what? I could rebuild again. Mm-hmm. I could rebuild. That's no problem. But look at this beauty in the moment. It's like, oh shit, So I go with that. It's not fully there. I have slip ups, and part of my brain still fucking.
Guess what, bro? You're a fucking human. You're so hard on yourself.
He had a slip up at the coffee event we had with.
Oh, you did?
Because I got to tell my little fucking blackjack story again. He's like, I see why everybody was mad at you, bro. Like when I lost a chingo of chips that technically weren't mine.
No.
I'll never do that again. Like that's always my story. I'll never be able to live that.
No, but I
everybody
told you,
gets mad that I lost all those chips.
I told you because even everybody else right there, I think there was who was it? I think it was Joe.
I was telling Ceviche Joe.
And Joe saw it like, but I saw it and I'm like, I remember when you told that when I was upset. I was upset at you. But now I'm like,
story, bro.
But now I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? Fucking I see it because you still came up. You didn't have everything that you came up with, but you still had fun. You had fun, and it was.
But I'm saying you relapsed because you said I see why people were mad at you.
It's all right, way. He's a human, way. We all fuck up, way.
And to me, it was fucking monopoly money, please. Yeah. It was the casino's money to begin with.
I think we're just stubborn, but as people, so clever, fucking witty writers have to create ways of saying the same shit recycled over because people don't get it. It should like. That whole thing that you're saying about the story, that's if life gives you lemons, it's the same shit.
Yeah, make lemonade.
That's fucking when people say you shouldn't say that things are happening to you, they're happening for you. Same shit.
Or it could have also been no tranzas, no avanzas. The insurance, the shit out of that place and burn that motherfucker down.
Good thing I fucking got the extra insurance.
So we just recycle the same shit because we're fucking stubborn, and if we don't listen to it the first time, then we just hopefully at some point it's gonna stick with him.
Yeah, so it's different. It's just different approaches, and maybe the listeners listening to right now, it might not hit them right now, because they're in a different mind state, they're in a different situation, and But as I notice, as I start getting older, you start thinking like, all the shit that I was worried about didn't matter.
100% way.
It didn't matter.
But you're talking past tense.
Yes.
Still right now and in the future, it shouldn't matter. That's what this whole conversation is about. You're talking like only it applied to the past. No, dude. It's also shouldn't matter right now, and it shouldn't matter in the future.
But what I was trying to say is, in a sense, like I worried too much. Now I don't worry. I'm like, fuck it. We are careful with certain things because for whatever reasons. But I'm not really. Like, I don't have to be the life of the party anymore. I don't have to be that guy that's always like, fuck it, no, I just, I hang back, I sit back, and I let other people do their thing. Like, the pressure of me entertaining people is not there anymore because back then that's what I worried about, Like, are they going to think I'm okay? Or, like, if I'm not funny or not talking to people, even though I am going through my shit, like, if I have something that's worrying me, I try to put it off and just try to be, put a different face, like a different máscara. That's why there's a song by Javier Solis, Payaso. I've always loved that song. I've always connected to it because it spoke about me,
There's one thing that I remember about you, Way, from years is you saying the old me is going to worry about it.
Oh, yeah. No, future Ramon, let future Ramon deal with it.
Well, the old me, like the old me, like the 50-year-old me. Like that's what I meant. So I've always thought about that with you, like that you would say that a lot. And then I'm thinking that now it's like you're there already because it seems like you're changing a lot of things about yourself.
Fucking hey, Walter Mercado fucking had it right.
About time, fucker. You're almost 50, way.
Yeah, but acuérdate, when we were at the Visconti, remember we're like, fuck, ¿cómo le vamos a hacer? Like, fuck it, I'll let future Ramon deal with it,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And we would still have fun that day when that time came for future Ramon or the present Ramon at that moment, like, fucking past Ramon. Hijo de su puta madre. Deja que lo agarre el cabrón. He's always getting away from me.
He made your life so hard right now, bro.
Set you up for failure, bro.
But Pastor Ramon, Pastor Ramon made President Ramon a little bit more crafty and like, hey, fucking ponte las pilas. So, fucking, I gave myself headaches and everything, but somehow I pulled ahead. Why? Because I'm still here.
Yeah, for sure, way.
I'm still here.
For sure, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, we had our moments, and whenever I see tough times or whatever, I'm like, I had tough times, but not like that time, you know, because literally, it's like you and I were really in terrible situations. Dude, financially.
I'm an acquired taste, way. I get it, way. But I think you guys tolerate me because you've seen like what I've tried to do with my life.
Yeah.
Like I've tried to do work on myself, way.
And you try to hustle it every fucking way, you know. No, you didn't give up.
But the hard work, people associate hard work with like labor, way. Like when I say hard work, I don't mean like if you work at a warehouse for 12 hours a day for 20 years. I'm sorry, bro, but that's not going to get you what you think you need in life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard work, but it's hard work on yourself, way. It's not hard work externally, but dude, and the reason that I push back is I'm not trying to say that I'm better than you guys, because I'm not, way. But I used to think a lot the way you guys like tell me like that. Mm-hmm. Well, it's a mix. And to me, I remember how I felt when I was like that. And I'm like, no, dude, I can't think like that. Because when I was thinking like that, I was fucking depressed. I didn't really like life, way. I had no direction, way. Shit wasn't making up to me. And I'm still like that now. Depressed, fucking this and that. But I don't associate with it.
Your anxiety's still there, huh?
Yeah, every day, way. Yeah. I have anxiety. Every day, if it's a full day for me, I went through depression and anxiety and happiness. That's fine. The difference now is that I don't associate with it. I don't say like I'm depressed. I say, fuck, dude, I felt depression. I don't say that it's part of me. It's just what I'm feeling. So I could honestly like say like I kind of figured that out a little bit. So I'm just trying to be consistent and understand that you're going to have flaws, dude. Like I'm going to react when we have debates. I'm going to fucking, and if like sometimes me and Fernando start saying shit that we just get into it, me driving home or thinking about it in a week is not, fuck, Fernando needs to change, man. He's fucking stubborn. What I think is I need to not let that affect me. Like that's how that you said earlier, like what's going to affect you. Yeah, but the solution is not to have you change your life. The solution is for me to change the situation. And talking back to that author that your chick was talking about, there's something that the Stoics say, like, you can't control rain. You could only control how you react under the rain. So if you're driving to work and you're bitching because the rain's causing traffic, you can't control the rain, dude. But you can control how you react during the rain, which puts the solution in yourself. Mm-hmm. I can't control the outside, way. The problem with that, way, is like it's like religion, way. It's like you pick and choose, like, yeah, but it's a little bit of this and it should be like that. But for me, my rule is like it should be like that across the board. Like I can't cherry pick what I want to enforce in certain ways. If I think like that, I want to live my life where it's like that across the board. And obviously, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that way, but it's okay. I'm not going to like stop trying, way.
Mm-hmm. I don't. I mean, I talk and complain. Well, I talk and bitch about traffic, but when I'm in traffic, dude, I just lose myself and I'm listening to music or I'm listening to a podcast or lo que sea, and I'm just like, or I'm on a phone call and I'm all like, fuck, everybody else is starting fucking, I can see them fucking cutting in and cutting out, and I'm just like, fuck it. This is how it is. I can't pick up and fly. If I could, I would have done that. But I'm like, I'm stuck right here. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna get home when I get home.
So yeah, so it's not a problem for you.
No,
traffic.
Traffic is not a problem anymore.
Then that's the point of the conversation. Is the traffic? The problem of the traffic only exists in those people's heads. Because to you, it's cool.
Yeah,
there's nothing for me. I don't give a fuck about it.
Don't cut me off or put me in a dangerous position. That's other than that.
A dangerous position is what? Where your knees give out or what?
No, when they
back to the frijoles.
Let's go back to comedy, way, because we went a little deep on this one.
When they rear-end my embarrada de frijol, way.
Let's bring it back to the fucking raza shit. Let's bring it back to fucking talking shit, because it got a little deep there.
Yeah. No, way.
Fernando's fucking done with this conversation.
No, I'm just tired today, way.
He's the Ramon of last week.
I had a lot to say, but my mouth said, nah, so I can't leave it for another day.
Yeah. We have hopefully another opportunity to talk about shit.
Well, it's not the first or the last time. We brought that up before.
Fuck no, way. It's just an ongoing thing, way.
Yeah.
But we could quit it if you want, way. We should fucking think we ran it for a little bit.
I'm still waiting for my camote.
Yeah?
El mielado?
Because I can't give it to you on air, way.
¿Por qué no? OnlyFans.
YouTube's not
paywall.
And I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you get shy or
Me?
Your stage fright if I'm here.
Ay, güey.
Oh, you want to watch?
I don't
Oh,
know.
whoa, this is turning into something.
I'm just saying, maybe he feels stage fright. I'm like, I might step out. I mean,
watch?
you need me
No,
to
I'm
step out?
I'm just
I'll
gonna
step
enjoy a camote and
I'll just step out, bro. Give you guys some privacy. You know, it'll be
I
kind
know
of
you
weird.
like to watch people eat, bro.
You know what? I'm going to turn the music on. Wait up.
Get the banda in here.
Fucking. Oh, shit. Dude, these guys been playing the whole time, güey.
Es que son profesionales, güey. You know, fucking Don Filemón y Aluñas fucking are keeping it going. Bueno, raza, hope you guys and ladies had a good, positive Valentine's. And if you didn't, well, you know what? There's always next year. And if not, just every day should be your Valentine's. You know? With yourself, with others, or lo que sea, your family. Fucking, you got people that love you and you got people that you love. And es el día del amor y la amistad. So hopefully you had a good time. And I hope you had a blast during Super Bowl.
Why does it say el amor de la amistad and there's no friendship shit happening that night, güey? It's all about love.
Well, remember we went out on Valentine's Day.
I guess, yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
shit.
We all did.
You guys went out for some
What the fuck,
camote?
bro?
¿No se acuerdas cuando fuimos? It was
Yeah, we went to the Gavilan when it was a lunch truck.
no.
Or I went with your sister one
Yeah.
year.
And then the other year we went to the seventh Grand, I think, and fucking we're like, hey,
know,
there's gonna be other lonely
remember
people
when.
out there too. So we all went.
I remember.
It was when we were all single.
Yeah.
We were in between careers.
Shit, güey.
You know, so hey, friendship. We had a blast. We had fun. And shit. So, Super Bowl happened. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Hope your team won. And hope you won the pool. Fucking got some extra ducats.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Fucking
Ducats?
back in the days.
You still talking about Edison? Or?
I know, right? No.
That white man taught me everything.
Some extra clams.
How sad we're in our culture. We got to get our shit from white people, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. But hey, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, we got Patreon. We got merch. We got Istaza coffee. Order a bolsita or two. Pretty good, if I say so myself. I'm not only part of the team, but I'm also a customer.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, so I love it. And we'll be having an event, I think on the 19th in Montebello. But once we have more details, we'll put it up. And follow the Istaza page, at Istaza Coffee Instagram. And there'll be more details on that. Okay? De ahí en fuera, ¿qué más? Fernie, you got anything to fucking share or you're looking for it?
Oh, no, I was fucking saying about that other thing right now.
All right.
So,
Steps?
I overspoke, man. I'm done.
hey, wait.
Órale, pues. Well, raza, from Chicano Shuffle to you, we love you. And feliz día del pinche Cupido.
Hey, wait. Feliz día del camote.
Ándale. Ay, que su madre.
Pero no, I mean, the caramelized, we're talking about the same
the
thing.
caramelized yam. Feliz
I don't know
día
what you're
de-
thinking, bro.
And I hope you guys had a good one. All right? We love you. Y al ratos gustaré.
Sorry, I got into it.
That's all right, bro. It's all right. Sas. Vámonos que acá espantan.
Vámonos a la chingada, güey. Vámonos a la
No
chingada.
me grites, güey.
Al ratos votaré.